Thoughts and millions for your mind. Pressure. I see your potentials. You're just like credentials. Certified. Let me lead you the way. I won't deviate. I'm built for pressure. I've been thinking about you, baby, day and night. Pressure. I got $1 for your thoughts and $1 million for your mind. Pressure. I see the potential. You just like credentials. You're certified. Pressure. Let me lead the way. I won't deviate. I'm built for the pressure. I've been thinking about you, baby, day and night. Pressure. I got $1 for your thoughts and millions for your mind. Pressure. I see your potential. You like the credentials. You're certified. Pressure. Let me lead the way. I won't deviate. I'm built for the pressure.
Right, we're gonna get this over here. Oh, welcome everybody to the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. We've got a treat for y'all tonight. We've got a massage therapist in the building, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. We do it every week. Every week we highlight, create awareness about small businesses. We create awareness and promote independent music artists, and tonight is no different. Tonight we have a small business called MYSSAGE. Y'all can find them on Instagram and Facebook at MYSSAGE. That's MYSSAGE is. MYSSAGE is. Small business right here in the building, live bloopers count, y'all. Right here in the building at 4201 Cypress Creek Parkway, Houston, Texas, 77068. I'll let him tell you which suite he's in just a few minutes, but just riding the elevator from time to time, networking in the elevator, on my way to the car, on my way to the post office, on my way to my mailbox downstairs. I network in the building. I do it naturally. It comes naturally to me. I saw him in the elevator one night and I said, man, what are you doing? He told me what he did. And I said, you know what? We're going to have you on the show. That was about 2 weeks ago, and here we are, fast forward. We're going to have an on-air massage session tonight on the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. Y'all, please share the video all over Spring, Texas, Cypress, Texas, the Woodlands, Texas, all over Houston, Texas, all over Cypress and Tomball, all over Greens Point. We want everybody in Humble, Atascocita, all the way back around New Caney, Cleveland, Spindora, and Magnolia, all the way around the circle. We want y'all to tag them. They might be interested in this massage after he gets done. We got him live on air behind this canvas right here, behind this the picture of him right here on the screen. Behind there is a table, y'all, and we've got someone up under there. We won't mention any names tonight, but She's going to get a massage. And right now, with no more further ado, we're going to get to this massage. I'm going to let him introduce himself to our listening audience right about when? Right now. How's it going now, man? What's your name? What's your name again?
It's going good. It's going good, man. My name is Montrell Jackson. Name of the business is MYSSAGE. Is located right here, 4201 Cypress Creek Parkway, 77068. Suite number is 513. 513.
Suite 513.
Suite 513. You can always catch me on all of the socials at MYSSAGE. You already gave them to me. All I got to do is slide in that DM, hit me, and I got you. Definitely.
Thank you for coming tonight, Montrell. Thank you, my man. Thank you.
Pleasure. My pleasure, man. This is what I do.
Yes, sir. I can't wait till you get in action, man. But right now, look at her sticking her head through the window. Look. She's sticking her head through the window. That was supposed to be who was on the table, man.
That's okay, I'm still getting on there.
We are live on the After Dark with Malcolm and Alicia show. Our co-host just got here. But Montrell, you let our listening audience and our panel know how you got started in massage therapy and tell them what else you do downstairs in Suite 513.
Well, the thing that drove me as far as getting into massage therapy is, well, to be honest, the first thing I wanted to do was to be a nurse. Job, school never did, line up exactly schedule-wise, and I just call that a blessing because I wasn't supposed to be a nurse. I was supposed to be a massage therapist. So with that being the case, this is what I do. I've been a massage therapist for 10 years. I do lymphatic massages. I do injury massages. I do Swedish. I do the feel-good stuff. But I do a lot of the deep tissue work. Anything that you need, I got you covered.
All of it.
Oh man! So hey, so let the listening audience know for sure. Ain't none of that happy ending stuff, is it?
No, sir.
No, none of that happy ending stuff is going.
We try to focus on the business, man. We try to focus on the business.
I had to ask.
It's okay, man. I get it all the time. You know what I mean? And honestly, I appreciate the question. I don't have an issue with it. The thing is, anytime I introduce myself to someone and I tell them I'm a massage therapist, the first thing they say is, well, you don't look like one. So I don't know what a massage therapist look like, but I know what I work like. That's the thing about it. So that's just how it goes, man. It comes with the territory. Some guys do that. I don't knock it.
You know why they look at you like that?
Why?
Because that's a line that men use to try to pick up women. You know, I give good massages. I bet you do.
They probably do.
And that's what I'm saying. I bet you do, but it won't be me.
I heard that I did.
Welcome y'all to the After Dark with Malcolm and Alicia show. Put the kids to sleep. Put them to sleep. He might rub somewhere he ain't supposed to rub. You know, no, I'm just playing. I'm just being silly. This is MYSSAGE is on Instagram and Facebook. All business, y'all. Y'all call him. Do not expect any happy endings. It's just me being silly live on air. Tonight, with no more further ado, we're going to get to it because we got another guest coming. She's all about domestically abused women and children and housing them away from these crazy men. She's coming in at about 9:15, 9:30. So let's get to it. Tonight, Montrell, what are you going to be doing with our volunteer tonight?
Okay. She shared with me that she's on her feet a lot. Okay. She is a realtor. She's doing a lot of moving around, so on and so forth. But the thing that I'm going to focus on today, because just by me looking at her, I can tell that she has a lot of neck and shoulder issues because the shoulders are a bit elevated. Her shoulders are also medially rotated, which tells me that she's probably doing a lot of driving or she's probably on a computer a lot. With that being said, we're going to try to work into those areas to try to alleviate a lot of the tightness, try to increase the range of motion in the neck and the shoulders, just so that you can overall relax. That's the thing about it. If the head and the shoulders are kind of tense, then it kind of takes over the rest of the body. So we're going to try to do what we can tonight to prevent some of that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to talk to you as you do it. I know
no problem, man. There's no problem. Just give me a quick second because I like to focus.
Okay.
I got to ground myself before I work on a client because anything that's going on with me has nothing to do with her.
Gotcha.
I don't want her cooties. I don't want to give her mine. So I'm going to ground myself. That way I'm focused.
Gotcha.
So just give me 1 second.
Understood.
Okay, so right now, this is basically how I work is this is my introduction to the body. We've already shook hands and everything else. We made our cordials, but I need to make my introduction to the body.
Okay. And basically that's getting the body acclimated to
My
your
touch. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
When you push down on her thigh, what exactly are you doing? Just acclimating?
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Everything is just introducing the touch.
Okay.
But as I'm doing it, I'm also giving her body an assessment. I can tell what's tight, what's not, as far as legs, shoulders, and things of that nature. I can have a pretty good feel on what to expect on the client. The thing about it, as far as dealing with massage, it's a fluid act, man. Even though the client is laying there, the therapist may not be saying much, but even though the therapist isn't talking with their hands, talking with their mouth, they're always talking with their hands because they have to feel what's going on underneath the skin.
Yes, sir.
And that's the thing about it. So it may not be a lot of communication that's going on between the two, but you want to always make sure that you do check in with the client, and you want to make sure that you're into those problem areas for sure. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get just a little bit of the pec work, just across the top, just a little bit, and then I'm going to get into the neck and to the shoulders. Okay. Into the main problem areas.
Now, when you're acclimating your hands to the client's body, now when I'm trying to massage, I'm sometimes a little too hard. So, so is that what you're doing? Like if they're too tense, to add more pressure or less pressure, or how does that work?
Well, in the beginning, it's just an introduction. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Because that's
nothing
all
more,
it is.
Nothing less. Okay.
That's it. Just getting the client prep, trying to get them to see where their breathing is, get them to relax, calm. So by the time I get myself all the way around the body, and I get back to the head and I'm ready to work, normally they're pretty relaxed.
Yeah, because when you're doing something like that, you got to make sure that they can trust you.
Exactly.
And what you're doing is when you're introducing yourself to her, as far as to do the massage, you're letting her know, look, you can trust me, not gonna hurt you,
Exactly. You sound like you've had massages before.
I have. I do a lot of sports massages because I play basketball.
I got you. Okay, let me. Okay.
That was a good I can tell. We have commenters on here. I want him. How can I get him here? I can come to him. So let him know while you're talking. Once again, what suite you're in and where you're located.
Okay. I'm located right here, 4201 Cypress Creek Parkway, Suite 513. MYSSAGE is all platforms, Instagram, Facebook. If you need to give me a call or text 713-876-9034.
713-876-9034.
9034. Yes, sir. I do some mobile, but there is a fee for the mobile. So if you need me to come to you, I do that as well. So it's no problem. Relax that neck for me, right?
How long does a massage last?
That's up to you. I do 60 minutes. I do 90 minutes. I do 2 hours. I do 3 hours. It's up to you. If you want a full spa session, we can do paraffin wax, hot stones, Himalayan salt stones, whatever you need.
What are those? Is that the heated stone?
Pink, yes, ma'am.
Oh, I really want to try that.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is it that the stones do differently than your hands?
Well, the thing is, anytime that you introduce the stones, now you're going to a different type of therapy. We're going to get into hydrotherapy. The stones help to heat certain parts. Wherever the stone touches is going to warm up that area. But the thing about it is, it's also going to help you to get into deeper layers of the muscles. So anytime that I may have a client that may have some issues that are a little bit difficult, I may employ the stones just so that I can try to heat the areas and kind of warm them up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a lot of different techniques that you're going to use in massage, or some therapists use in massage. I'll put it like that. So right now it's like I'm moving very, very slow.
Yes,
The thing is, I move slow because I work a little deep. I work a little deep because I want to try to be as effective as possible with my clients. Okay. A lot of clients, they may complain about deep tissue massages. Okay. One thing I will say is this: all massage therapists are different. Okay. They're going to work different because a lot of them, even though they may sit in the same class and learn the same information, they're going to operate different because they may not receive the information the same.
Yes.
With that being the case, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to your massage therapist. Make sure that they're paying attention to you, the things that you really, really want focused on. You want detailed work. You don't necessarily want something that's going to be on the surface. A lot of times I would say this also: the price of the massage don't necessarily dictate the quality of the massage, because some therapists are very good and they can be cheap. And you can have some therapists that are going to be a bit more expensive, and they're also going to be good, and they may not be as good. What I would say is this: pay attention to your therapist. Pay attention to them, definitely. And understand this: if you don't like the work, let them know it. And I'm just being honest.
While you're laying there?
While you're on the table. While you're on the table. Understand, this is a service.
Okay.
This is a service. So you want to communicate with your therapist as you're working. Okay, as you're going through your session. That's the thing about it, because you want to try to get the absolute most. Relax your neck for me, left. There you go. You want to try to get the most out of your session. Keep breathing for me. There you go. Deep breaths.
So, listening audience, this is MYSSAGE is. MYSSAGE is. It's spelled on the camera right here, on the screen right here. MYSSAGEIS. You can find him on Instagram and Facebook. Tonight, it's all about him for the first hour, approximately hour of the show. Right now, he's doing an on-air live massage of a volunteer, and he's doing a deep muscle rub. Is that correct?
Deep tissue for the neck and the shoulders.
Deep tissue for the neck and the shoulders. I'm being asked about pricing. He just said a minute ago, I'll let him elaborate a little bit more, but he just said pricing doesn't matter. Some people think that the higher it is, the better it's going to be, but that's not always the case, correct?
That's not always the case, man. Definitely not. Now, what I would say is this, okay? My normal rate is $100 an hour. To some, that is high. I work with some therapists, their rate is higher. I work with some therapists, their rate is a lot lower, okay? And I'm just being honest with you. What I would always say is, you have to pay attention to the quality of service that you get, okay? Just like going to a restaurant. You want to pay attention to your customer service. Relax your neck for me, lovey. There you go. Okay, now, what I would say for your audience, sir, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I would do first-time sessions. I'm going to do $75 an hour for your audience, okay?
Okay.
So if they reach out to me and they're like, hey, I got you on Malcolm, okay? Saw you on Malcolm. I got a referral through somebody that saw you on Malcolm. $75, man, for the hour. I got them covered, and it's going to be hot stone, whatever the service it is that they want during that hour. I got them covered. Hot stones, paraffin wax. I'm a spoiler, plain and simple.
Okay. All you have to do. I got you, Lyric. All you have to do is mention After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa, and you get a discount. You get a $25 an hour discount. He's typically $100 an hour, but because he's on our show, he's going to give it to you for $75 an hour, and you can get anything you want, correct?
Yes, sir.
Anything, any kind of treatment you want for $75 an hour.
Hold you to that shit.
I have two people.
Don't you say anything.
Come on.
Tell him within the respectful reasonings that he has already stipulated. Don't you say anything.
Anything?
He's setting you up.
Jam it, man.
He is setting you up.
I didn't mean to, y'all. I'm trying to behave tonight. See, when I try to behave, they won't let me.
I'm never gonna behave.
I'm not gonna. That's what y'all tonight.
Better be listening.
Is it too hot here for you, my man?
Hey, man, look here, bro. It's all right. gonna be okay. Okay, lovey. Now I am going to pull this over just so I can take this off your face, and I'm going to turn you and put your face down on the table. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
When you put her the other way, when you turn her face down on the table,
Yes, sir.
now it's all about the back, the
Yes, sir.
shoulders, the lower back, the mid back. All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
so when you had her on her back like she is,
Yes, sir.
tell the listening audience again what did you just work on?
Okay, the main things that I was focused on while I had her. Bring it right in. Well, let me go ahead and turn her real quick. The main thing, go ahead and turn for me, love. The main thing that I was focused on was the neck, the shoulders, and the back. Okay. Focus on the traps. You okay, love? Slide forward. Put your head in the head, press one. There you go.
Hey y'all, it's Malcolm with Real Talk 100 Radio. This is the After Dark with Malcolm and Alicia show. I'm turning this Instagram live off right now because I want y'all to click that link in the bio and listen. Or if you want to keep on watching, come on over to our YouTube or come on over to our Facebook Live and catch it all. This is MYSSAGE, is on Instagram and Facebook. MYSSAGE is spelled MYSSAGE, an on-air live massage. Y'all come back and watch us.
Okay.
Call in if you want to with
Okay.
any questions. The pricing, if all you got to do for pricing, you get $75. You get a $25 discount. If you mention After Dark with Malcolm and Alicia show or Real Talk 100 Radio, call MYSSAGE is. Come to his office, hit him up on Instagram and Facebook and his messenger, and you'll get a $25 discount. That's what the man said. I'm cutting this Instagram off right now. We want to see y'all on our YouTube or on our Facebook Live or on our website. Click that link in the bio to listen right now. Bye-bye. All right. I always miss the Instagram crowd, so I gave you, I'm going to post you on there in just a minute as well.
Okay. Okay, so now we're going to focus on mainly the back. A lot of problems that, well, shall I say, a common problem that people will complain about is like right between the shoulder blades.
Between the shoulder blades, okay.
Right now.
Right between the shoulder blades. Okay. Now, the thing is that a lot of people don't realize is that problem is there a lot of times because of posture. Okay. So it's going to be, okay. Okay. So it can be how a person sits. It can be how a person sleeps, how a person drives. Okay. That's the thing about it. All of this stuff matters when it comes down to aches and pains. A lot of people don't realize that, but when it seriously, just how you sleep, you can wake up in the morning. A lot of times people will say, okay, I woke up with like a crook in my neck, so on and so forth. How you sleep. And a lot of times it's coming from your neck. That is your main problem. That's in your shoulders. Okay.
I got, excuse me, just a second.
Yes,
My
sir.
I got a couple comments here.
Come on.
And then I got to get back to Larry because I cut her off earlier. Latasha, stay real, never fake Haynes says, oh yes, I'm most definitely getting this for sure. We'll be hitting you up ASAP. That's what she says. Then you have silly Lisa. She says, I need an appointment, sir. That's my other half on the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa. She says she needs an appointment and being silly.
Tell Lisa now before me.
She said, I saw you on the Malcolm and Lisa show. No, no shit. and then she also said, do you do gift certificates?
I am starting to do gift certificates. Yes.
Yeah, because my kids just gave me one to a spa for Mother's Day.
Okay. You're gonna start doing gift certificates, or
Yes,
you already
sir.
have them?
I am about to start that this week, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So
Awesome.
we can always work that.
So y'all be patient with them. Gift certificates are coming soon. Lisa, that goes to you. Tasha, stay real. You keep the questions coming. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Y'all share the video worldwide, y'all. We want everybody to know who MYSSAGE is. We want everybody to know who that is. How much do you charge? Okay, I already answered that, Latasha. Malcolm, can you inbox me his number? I put it right here on the screen, Latasha. It's right here, Latasha, right there. 713-876-9034. Or or message him on Instagram and Facebook at MYSSAGE. I'm going to put the name of the business up right now.
Okay.
MYSSAGE is on FB and Instagram, y'all. Are you on any other social medias?
No, sir. That is it.
That's it?
That's it.
I cut you off earlier.
I don't remember what I was saying. You know, if I don't get it out, I don't remember.
I'm sorry.
You already know.
I'm sorry.
What was I saying?
Montreal, I can't remember.
Me either.
Montreal has just touched us up on having Lisa's commenting as After Dark with Malcolm. Lisa, I need you to go back to Lisa's. You're confusing me. She says she's going to get a spanking being naked live. But okay, she's giving up the game. She doesn't want that name on the screen. Nobody knows who she is, and you just put a name up there.
Yes. You weren't supposed to be telling nobody nothing. Take it off.
Anyway, what's good, my people? Tubby the Kid is on here. Tubby has a show every Thursday night. Tubby the Kid has a show. It's called Lifted Vibes. Lifted Vibes is all about talking about constructive criticism, artist development. He's an independent music artist himself, an R&B singer right here in Houston. What's going on, Tubby, man? Thank you for tuning in. Y'all share the video for me. We want everybody to know who MYSSAGE is. It's spelled that way and it's pronounced that way. MYSSAGEIS. Let's get back to the massage. This is a massage therapist. He's located at 4201 Cypress Creek Parkway, Houston, Texas, 77068, Suite 513, correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell our listening audience, what are you working on right now, sir?
Okay. So right now, the main thing that I'm really trying to focus on is I want to make sure that I get the erectors very, very good. The erectors are the group of muscles that are right along the spine.
Erectors?
I want to try the erectors.
Erectors are right
Yes,
along
sir.
the spine. Okay.
Right along the spine. I'm trying to make sure I focus on those because they are very, very important when it comes down to dealing with posture.
Okay.
Okay. I'm big on posture, man. Big on posture because if the posture is correct, it can end a lot of aches and pains. Okay. I'm big on trying not to deal with medications and things of that nature, which is also why I got into massage. So I want to try to help people get off medications, man. You don't need a whole lot of pain relieving stuff, aspirin, ibuprofen, and stuff like that. You get a massage so that we can deal with the root of the problem. That's the thing, okay? We want to deal with the root of the problem. So we're going to get the erectors. We're already focused on that low back region. So
Yes.
we're going to address that one more time. Okay, Lucky? Okay. So we want to try to make sure that we address that low back because, again, posture is very, very important. And a lot of people have low back issues, okay? Now, the thing about this young lady also is that she does a lot of walking, okay? For people that do a lot of walking, they're going to have a lot of low back issues. One of the reasons why people have low back issues from the walking or like doing squats and things of that nature, the glutes, man. The glutes are the problem. So we're going to have to address the glutes on a later time, my love, okay? Yes, you're laughing because you're like, I feel it. Yes, indeed. Okay? So what you want to try to, I'm going to address, this is called the quadratus lumborum. I did address that just a little bit to try to loosen that area. But a lot of her main problems is going to be in her glutes also, okay?
Do you have problems with your sciatic? Do you have problems with your sciatic?
Sciatic nerve. So you have tingling down the back of the leg and things of that nature.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, that can also be either be from the low back or that can also come from the glutes.
Okay.
I have two herniated discs.
Herniated disc.
Bike accident, car accident.
Okay. Now, accidents. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay. For a person that has, if you have ever had an accident and you've never, and you have been diagnosed with whiplash, you've never gotten a massage, you still have whiplash.
I have.
Yeah,
But
you still have whiplash.
they
It doesn't go away.
When it was massaging me, I was in pain. I told them, leave me alone.
Well, the thing is, some massages do hurt, but technique is everything. Okay. Now, whenever I work, I try to work slow because I want your body to accept the massage. I want it to accept the work. I don't want to force nothing on you. For sure. I want you to be able to relax. I don't want to force it. No. So I want you to be able to take your time. Let your body accept what's going on. That's how it goes.
I miss it. Whatever it was, I missed
You
it.
be sleeping over there. What's wrong with you?
I missed it. I'm
That's
trying
just
to
how
focus.
it goes.
But I have another comment that's gonna crack y'all up too.
Come on.
We got Tubby the Kid. Tubby the Kid said we were going back to erectors. You were saying, see, look at her already laughing. She knows something funny coming. You were talking about erectors were very important to massage out because they help once you massage them out, you massage the pain out, right?
Yeah, it helps with the posture.
Helps with the posture if you massage the erectors.
Correct.
Well, he wanted to be funny and said, I got some erectors I focus on, but they ain't in the back.
And I ain't gonna massage it.
You will not get massaged. Don't massage this, Tubby.
I'm not gonna massage that.
No, it's not
Yeah.
gonna. Tubby the TAKIDD.
Jam it, boy.
No services provided for you, sir. None. Don't back to scrambling them eggs. It's inside. We are with Massage is everybody. He's giving a lower back massage right now.
Yes,
and
sir.
you're still working on the erectors, correct?
Well, I'm going into the erectors. Now I'm going into the quadratus lumborum, low back region.
Okay.
Low back region. Very, very common area of discomfort for a lot of people. A lot of people have chronic low back pain. It's like it never goes away. Keep breathing. You good? All right. Now, again, posture is everything. Posture is everything.
Yes.
One thing that I would suggest to a lot of people that have low back pain,
Yes.
okay, tighten your core. When I say tighten your core, tighten that stomach up when you're moving around. Anytime that you are moving around, when you're sitting, anytime that you are conscious, when you think about it, try to tighten your core. Try to tighten your core and put yourself, let's say, give yourself a couple of days and go back and reevaluate how your low back feels. That's going to let you know the changes that you need to make as far as dealing with your posture. Okay. We have to understand that gravity is not our friend. We want to try to be in proper alignment. Okay. Definitely. So you want to try to be healthy and everything else. All of that stuff helps, man. Definitely. How we doing, love?
Tubby the Kid is still cracking the jokes.
Oh man, what Tubby the Kid is on, man?
He said, I don't need his services for that part. I got another specialist for that. Bring somebody to him then, Tubby.
Client man.
Bring somebody to him.
Hey, I always need a client, man.
Bring somebody else to him. You got the wrong erector, homeboy.
Hey, you do, man.
You got the wrong erector.
Hey, you do.
Lower back pain comes from what again?
Well, lower back pain, it could be from a bunch of different things.
Yes.
Posture, definitely. Accidents, sleeping position. Believe it or not, if you have somebody that is a side sleeper,
Yes, sir.
they may complain about a lot of low back pain.
That's me on the side.
Yeah. Okay. So you have to pay attention to that. If you have somebody that, let's say, that sleeps on their stomach, let's say they sleep on their stomach and you kind of cock that leg to the side a little bit, okay? Instead of cocking that leg to the side a little bit, put it underneath your stomach, okay? Put it underneath your stomach so that you can try to eat up some space in your low back,
Yes, sir.
okay? And see how your low back feels. So anybody that's complaining about low back pain, I'm going to say if you're a stomach sleeper, try to go to sleep with a pillow underneath
No, my
your stomach.
problem and her problem is that big old posterior area.
Okay,
I
man.
can't lay on my back because there's too much room up under there. I cannot.
Now, let's address that then. Black girl problems. Okay. We can also address that, okay? Now,
This bad boy heavy.
that's why
Amen. Come on, man.
I said
See,
something
you got
earlier
that
about
We can imagine
yes.
how heavy it is.
But that's the thing. That's why I said earlier as far as like the squats and things of that nature. Okay, I'll give it to you like this. All right. Anytime, and I'm gonna, since you're my model, okay, I'm gonna touch. The thing is, anytime that you're dealing with the glutes, okay, anytime that you're working on a muscle, just like when you go into the gym, you know, you're doing bicep curls or anything of that nature. Anybody that's ever worked out, you feel like the muscle gets tight.
Yes.
Okay. Now the thing about it is, and I'm going to use her for, since she's my model, I'm going to use her specific. And because you did say something about the size of the derriere, the glutes. The thing about it is this, okay? The glutes are a muscle. Never, ever forget about that. It is a muscle, okay? Regardless of how it looks, voluptuous, flat, whatever, it's a muscle, okay? With that being the case, the more that the person works, walks, does squats, anything of that nature, that muscle is going to get tight. Now, when the muscle gets tight, the muscle attaches right into the low back region. So that's why a lot of times when I say black girl problems, when you got the large derriere, and it's like you may have had a long day or whatever, like, man, my back really hurts, it's because your glutes are tight and they are referring pain
Because
into the low
that
back.
ass where about half of your weight.
That could be it too. Now, something simple that you can do at home if you have anything available, I would say if you have like a softball of some sort, sit on it, right into the glutes. Sit on it, and just roll around on it. Sit on the floor, hard surface, and sit on it and roll around into it. If you have a ball, baseball, lacrosse ball, anything that you have, a round type object, if you can, sit on it.
I'm gonna go buy me a whole bunch of them.
I got so many offers around the corner. I got you. Okay. So that's one of the things that will help when it comes down to dealing with the glutes, because I see now is the time I see a lot of people are killing that gym. A lot of ladies, especially, getting ready for the summertime. Definitely. And they are killing these squats, man. With that being the case, that is one of the also issues that I'm having as far as getting a lot of clients with low back issues. And yes, it is for the glutes, for sure. So thank you for bringing it up.
Now, I'm not a stomach sleeper. I lay on my back.
Okay.
And still have problems with my lower back. And I've done the same thing, but I put my pillow right here under my knee.
Under your knees.
Is that advised?
It is. It is. But you say you still have low back pain, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're gonna go into another. We're gonna go down a whole different reason for things, man. Okay. Hope you don't mind that. Now, when I was talking about health earlier, well, the thing, have you ever had any accidents?
Well, yes, sir. I know where a lot of my back pain comes from. I used to have a tree service, lifting 300-pound logs all day. I was lifting the logs wrong.
Okay.
And I know that caused some damage.
Okay.
I
So
don't know how much damage.
improper lifting techniques. Okay. So you already told on yourself.
Yes.
Okay. So that means you need to get on the table. You need a massage then. Yeah, for sure. That and stretching, repatterning exercises also.
Yes. I stretch as often as I can, even when I put on my socks. I take an extra bounce or two
Understood.
to stretch it out every day.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay. So now you also have repatterning exercises that I can give.
Okay.
Because it's going to come back to the posture. Anytime that I talk about posture, I'm talking about fighting the effects of gravity. Okay. Anything that gravity can grab is going to pull you down. Now, I'm going to go a step further with that explanation. That is, as far as anything that's hanging over, gravity's going to grab it. So I notice, like, whenever I hit that buffet a little bit too much and that stomach's hanging out there a little bit, gravity's going to grab it. It's going to pull me forward, and my low back is going to catch it. Right. Plain and simple. So you have to also pay attention to that. Okay. So paying attention to the weight and things of that nature, that is a big factor when it comes down to dealing with aches and pains also.
Say that one more time. Dealing with what?
Dealing with weight, dealing with your body and things of that nature, then you want to try to make sure that you keep that in check, because it has a lot to do with your aches and pains. Okay. The joints,
whether it's boobage or stomach or
definitely
But
Definitely.
anything that's hanging is going to.
Anything that's out there over that the gravity can grab is going to pull you down. So you said boobage. Okay. So if you do have a well endowed female, you have to understand that gravity is going to grab and is going to grab and pull her forward, going to pull her down, and then her back is going to do this also.
Yes.
Okay. And this
Mine
is just
will be
exaggerated.
forward, sideways, backwards,
And there we
upside
go.
down.
There we go. So it's just paying attention to the issues, how the client is, how the client presents themselves. That helps me to figure out where I need to work on the client. That's the thing. So that goes back to what I said earlier, as far as you want your therapist to be paying attention. Okay, always paying attention, man. Asking questions, what's going on with you, what type of issues you have, so on and so forth. It doesn't matter stuff that happened 10, 15 years ago, man. It doesn't matter. Okay, I don't care if you had a surgery 10 or 15 years ago. I want to know about it because there's something called scar tissue. Scar tissue can form within the body, and it can totally throw you off. How about, has any ladies ever heard of a C-section?
Yep.
Now, a lady that's had a C-section, she may end up with a lot of low back pain because the C-section is going to get tight in the front and it's going to pull her forward, and it's also going to keep her so that she can't get loose around her waist. It's going to keep the tissue within the core of the body. It's going to keep that tissue tight. It's going to keep it all compact. So there's a lot of things that go along with massage, man. So you just have to ask the questions, paying attention to the things that's going on with the client. How you doing, Levin? Okay. That's the main thing. It's just understanding the issues that the client have first. And as you're working, you're actively thinking. Because your main goal is to try to make sure that you're getting the most out of the session, for the client. The absolute most, man. For real.
Got you. I love what's going on here in the studio, y'all. If you're just now tuning in to the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show, this is MYSSAGE Is. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please feel free to comment on the video. I have another radio host in the building. I have Mr. Jerry Anderson. He is better known as Homestead Slim is in the building, y'all. From Street 100 The Heat, y'all. Street 100 The Heat is in the building. What's going on? He probably laughing. Why the hell he called me Jerry? I like messing with you. I like messing with you, man. But this is Homestead Slim. He says this is a super dope. This is super dope. He likes what's going on right here. He right now, Homestead, he is giving a deep tissue rub. He's already did her front side. He flipped her over. He's doing her back side now. He has already giving the pricing, and I know people gonna get dirty with me. I'm trying to behave. They won't let me, man. They won't let me. If all
You said it. We didn't say it.
all you have to do is mention After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa or Real Talk 100 Radio, and he's going to cut $25 off of his normal pricing, which is $100 an hour. You get it for mentioning our names. You get it for $75 an hour, and you get any deep tissue rub that he gives, that he allows you to get a deep tissue rub.
Any type of massage, man.
Any type of massage.
Whatever I get, man. Whatever I do. I even do body sculpting. Okay, for the ladies that want to try to get trim, or the guys that want to try to trim down a little bit. That's with the cavitation machine.
Okay.
Lymphatic massage, injury massage, hydrotherapy.
What's the difference from the body sculpting and the fat freezing?
I don't the cryotherapy. I don't do the cryo because that freezes. And honestly, my honest opinion, you can kind of burn. I've had the treatment done because before I took the training, I wanted to experiment to see what treatment I like first on me. And I didn't like the cryo. It was too cold and it burned me, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, it burned a little bit.
That one, nothing that hurt.
Good, me either. So that's why I went on ahead and went with the cavitation. It was a lot better.
I've had that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Now cryo burns because it's too cold, basically.
It can be. Okay. So that's not saying that everybody that gets it is going to burn, but me, it did.
It literally freezes the fat.
Right, it freezes.
Freezes it. After it freezes it, where does the fat go? Does it?
That's
When it starts to dissolve and melt, you pee it out.
Fat. You pee the fat out.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
liquefies. Yes,
It liquefies and you
it's
pee
gonna
it out.
liquefy.
Wow. I never heard that before.
Yeah. Well, the cavitation machine does the same thing. It speeds it up. It speeds up the adipose tissue, the fat cells,
That's why you
speeds
need
it
a
up
lot
till
of
it
water.
liquefies.
A lot of water when you're doing the one he's
and
talking
then
about.
push it toward the.
And it works. I got pictures from when I was going. I had trimmed a lot.
Yes,
I had no idea. Wow. So,
yes, sir.
and that is called cryotherapy.
Yes, sir.
Cryotherapy freezes the fat and allows you to urinate it out. Well,
How we doing, Lenny?
we are with MYSSAGE is everybody. You're more than welcome to call in. Call in. The call-in number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen is 832-560-2885. He's got a promotional going on just for followers of After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa and Real Talk 100 Radio. All you have to do is mention either or. After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa or Real Talk 100 Radio, and he's going to give you a $25 discount. Oh, you got to mention us, though, or you're going to pay his normal rate, which is $100 an hour. And he specializes in deep tissue massages. He does all kinds of therapy on your body, from hot rocks to cryotherapy to, I can't name it all. But where can they find out more information? Do you have a website? Do you have pages that they can go and find?
MySages.com.
MySages.com.
MySages.com. MYSSAGEIS.com.
Go to. I'm about to put it on the screen for you right now to find out more information about what other services he provides besides deep tissue massages like he's administering right now. Go to MySsage.com. That's MYSSAGE.com. He also has a page on Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to post this stuff on Facebook as much as I can. Go to MySsage.com to find out more. Tell them what you're doing right now. I see you're leaning in kind of hard there, man. What are you doing?
Just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. I'm just kind of smooth out the rough edges. Just something, man. Just kind of. She's very relaxed right now, so we're just kind of taking our time and just closing out the session for the most part.
Okay.
That's about it, man. I mean, I think we've gotten a few things squared away with her, to be honest with you. She had a few rough issues, a few rough areas.
I got people tuning in. Miss Florence Johnson, and I got to put a plug out there on her right quick before I tell you what she said. She has the absolute best peanut brittle in the world, y'all.
Come on.
Is that
Come
Noni?
on.
That's Noni.
That's Noni Street.
That's Noni. Noni's on the
Noni
street.
Sweet Treat.
Come on.
She said she needs this in her life.
I got it.
She needs this in her life. She lives right back here in this apartment complex right behind us. Thank you, Lisa, for tagging everybody. Lisa,
Till I want some brittle too, though.
there it is.
I bought her. Tell her I bought her. Yeah, I trade now. We can discuss something.
Mama Florence, you heard that, right?
Yeah,
He says he barters services.
I do.
Bring that best peanut brittle in the world.
Man, come on.
And I'm not sure if he's gonna give you a full discount, but hey,
But we gonna work it though.
y'all gonna work it out. Bring him some of that brittle. I am going to make sure the whole world knows about that peanut brittle.
She sold out Saturday.
Promise
She
you
sold
that.
out of everything.
That's
Saturday.
right. I love it. Love it. Love it. We support small businesses. Florence says you got it. She says hello, everyone. Go to his website, like I was saying before. I got it on the screen right now. MySsage.com. That's MYSSAGE.com. Find out more. Tell them again right quick before you get done with the massage. What all do you do besides deep tissue rubs? You said you do body sculpting too, correct?
I do body sculpting. I do lymphatic massage. I also do what's called Russian sports massage. I do sports massage. If you need some stretching, you do. If you need chair massage, I do chair massage. If you're in an office setting.
So what does a chair massage do that laying on the table doesn't do?
Okay, well, the chair massage is more of an introduction. Okay, you can get a lot of stuff done sitting in a chair. You still got to get a lot of neck, shoulder work, some low back work. You know, also get some work into the arm. But it's a starter. Okay, it's a starter.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say just rely just on chair massage. I would say if you need some work, come on and get on the table. Yep, get yourself on the table. But as far as all of my services, deep tissue, injury massage, I do lymphatic massage, Russian sports massage, I do chair massage, I do
Russian sports. What is that?
Russian sports massage is another injury recovery massage. Okay, so if you have someone that say has had a sprained knee, sprained ankle, or anything of that nature, it works a lot like lymphatic massage. I'll put it like that.
Okay.
Okay, hydrotherapy, the hot stone treatment, pink Himalayan salt stone treatment, the cavitation, body sculpting.
Okay. Quite a bit of services. You cover a lot of ground.
I do. I even teach CPR.
CPR classes.
CPR and AED training, man.
Tell people how important it is to know CPR.
Well, I would say it's highly important. Highly important. It's something that you don't realize that you need until you need it, unfortunately. I never want to be the hero, but I want to be the one that's able to help if I have to. And that's the thing about it. You want to always understand that CPR isn't for you, it's for somebody else. So don't be selfish. It's for you to help somebody else. Okay. If you have kids, you should know CPR. If you have an older person in your home, you should know CPR. Okay. If you're breathing, basically you should know CPR. Some version of CPR, because you want to be able to help somebody, because you want somebody to help you.
Yes.
That's the thing.
It sounds kind of like swimming. I tell people that all the time. You said in your initial statement, you said it's kind of like something you need that you don't know you need. A lot of people don't know how important swimming is. You could use that.
Yes, sir.
You know, when you least expect it.
Yes, sir.
So that's what it sounds like. Learning CPR. What does CPR stand for?
Cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
Cardiopulmonary resuscitation, y'all. Learn CPR classes. I put everything he offers. I put everything his business offers on the screen. I'm going to add CPR right now. MYSSAGE is the name of the company. He's right here located at 4201 Cypress Creek Parkway, Houston, Texas, 77068, Suite 513. I'll put his number on the screen in just a minute. If you've got any questions for him, you got any inquiries for him, you allow texts?
Definitely. I'll allow text. And you know what? If you have Aetna insurance, reach out to me. I even take Aetna insurance. Speak on it.
Cardiopulmonary what?
Resuscitation.
All right, y'all. Now I want to spend a little time on the guest here, the volunteer. How you feeling down there, ma'am?
Glorious, thank you.
Wait a minute. Say it again.
Some daiquiri.
Say it again.
Glorious. Yes. Oh.
We got that. Oh,
Hey. Double.
elaborate a little bit. What does glory? What does that mean?
She's about to speak into tongues.
It's just wonderful.
Awesome.
Everything's wonderful.
Awesome. He
I'm
loosened up some problems
Oh
you had.
yes. I'm coming to get the full treatment.
The full treatment. Okay.
I want everything. I want the suction cup on the fat, all that.
I got you.
So you do that too. That's what body sculpting includes.
The
Suction cups and
well, the body sculpting, we're going to use a cavitation machine. Well, it's one machine that's going to do three services. So we're going to speed up the fat till it breaks down. We're going to vacuum it out into the lymph nodes, and then we're going to tighten the skin on top of it, man.
okay.
Oh yeah. So you'll be able to see the difference inside and out.
Inside an hour, you'll see
Inside and out.
differences.
You just see the
Inside and
difference.
That's
Yes, sir.
amazing. That is amazing.
Yes,
That
sir.
is amazing. Y'all, we're gonna go to a short break, and we're gonna come back, and we're going to conclude this interview with MYSSAGE because we've got another guest coming in. I'm not sure what time we're gonna splice her into this broadcast, but I'll check with my trusted cohort Lisa in just a second. She's all the way in Dallas, and she's all about domestic violence and housing domestically abused women when they are running from these dang fool men that are trying to kill them. Yeah, hey man, it's crazy out here in society, but that's what she does. The name of the business, I keep forgetting it. It's called. I will let y'all know in just a minute. I forgot it. Slipped my mind, but she's next. Right now, we are with MASSEUSE. He's doing a deep body tissue, a deep tissue rub, deep tissue massage on a volunteer, and she is feeling fabulous. The business, everything MASSEUSE offers is right here on the screen. Right here on the screen right now. He offers the following services: body sculpting, stretching, chair massages, deep tissue massages, injury massages, Russian sports massages, which is another type of injury recovery massage. He does hydrotherapy, salt stone treatments, CPR classes, and more. Hey, y'all check him out. I'll put his phone number up here in just a second. Check him out right here at 713-876-9034. He takes text messages. Ask him for pricing. Ask him for any information that you might need tonight. Sorry, we have to cut it short, but we have another guest coming in. Before we end this interview tonight, Montreal, hey,
sir,
what else do you want our listening audience on our panel to know about MASSEUSE?
The main thing I want people to know is when you come see me, I'm going to give my best. Believe that. When I work on you, it's about you. It's about trying to get everything. I use a full body approach. I know you may come in and you're going to say neck, shoulders, back, but we're going to talk about the whole body because I promise you, you are missing something. And it's my job to find it. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to talk about it some more until we find out exactly what the problem is. Because I'm not in just for the money. The money's good. I like to make the money. But the thing is, I'm here for the client.
You're here for the client.
I'm here for the client. I don't need to see you all the time. I want to try to get you off medications and things of that nature. I want you to feel better. Even if you're not booking a session, come and holler at me.
And massages can get you off of medication.
Massage can get you off medication, man. People that have migraines, you're having headaches and things of that nature, I promise you, it's posture related somewhere.
Posture related somewhere.
Posture related somewhere, man.
You know what? I never thought I would hear my father's words so much. I never understood. There was two reasons, but now I'm understanding the second reason. All my life, all my young childhood, sit up straight, boy.
Sit up straight.
Sit up straight, boy.
It's
Your posture, and I'm going, why is this important, Pop?
Sir.
Number one, it shows that you're a gentleman. It shows
Yes,
that you have some kind of home training. And
Yes,
number two, these back problems.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
yeah, I never understood as a kid, but I get it now.
Yes, sir.
I get it now.
Yes, sir.
Sit up, boy. I don't care if you're in church or in the back seat of the Cadillac.
Yeah.
Sit up, boy.
Yes, sir.
So is that all you had tonight for our listening audience? You're gonna give your clients the best because it's all about them, correct?
That's it, man.
What is
That's it.
your-
Massage is giving your body what it needs.
Yeah, your hours of operation.
Hours of operations, I would say, are flexible. I really don't take days off. I work with the public. I understand that you have some people have a quote unquote regular job to where they have business hours that they have to adhere to. I'm going to try to work with your schedule. Now, I'm not going to say that we're going to do some 11 p.m. midnight session, but I have done 1 a.m., 2 p.m., 2 a.m. if need to be. So let me know. I'll work with your schedule as much as possible. Yeah.
I have two more questions. One is not really a question. She's just asking how important are butt massages. I think she's being silly.
But
Number
they are very important.
butt massages are very important.
Glutes, man. The thing is, the glutes will help the low back. Plain and simple. The glutes help the low back. And I'm being honest. Okay. What was the other?
The other one was this one was from me. That one was from Lisa. This one's from me. acupuncture. Do you do that?
I don't do acupuncture. I do not discount acupuncture.
Okay.
Okay. Any type of alternative health, I would say give it a try. Definitely give it a try so that you can see what you like.
Okay. Now, what does acupuncture do?
Okay. The thing about acupuncture, well, let me back up.
I knew she was being silly. My lower back hurts, babe. I knew it.
The thing about acupuncture is using needles, okay? Very, very small needles. And they're going to put those needles in certain parts of the anatomy, okay? They're going to put those needles in what are called acupoints, okay? These are very common areas of discomfort to where you may, quote unquote, have a knot, okay? But they would place these small needles in those common areas just so that they can alleviate tension.
Okay. Okay.
That's basically it.
Okay. All right. All right. Lyric, did you have anything?
I was gonna show you this because this is when I went, and that was in one session.
Okay.
When I went, that was one session, just one session. You know, so.
Mhm.
All right. Lyric, did you have anything in closing?
Nope,
Nothing?
I'm just going.
Okay, she's going. So I got you. It sounds like I got you a good 3 to 5 customers already, and we've had quite a few shares. We want y'all to continue sharing the video across the city of Houston. This is MYSSAGE is. He offers several services right here in the Spring area, but hey, it's not a far drive from Greens Point, Cypress, the Woodlands, Magnolia. Like I said earlier. Every surrounding city or town around here, y'all come on. We're located at 4201 Cypress Creek Parkway, Houston, Texas, 77068, Suite 513 is where he's located, right around the corner from Real Talk 100 Radio, y'all. This is the first half of the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. We have been with MYSSAGE is with his volunteer there. She looks way too relaxed. She might sleep here the rest of the night, y'all.
You see this.
Yes, indeed. We up next, y'all. Up next, we have a transitional home. Up next, we have Safe Haven Transitional Home. Up next, they're all about housing the domestically abused women and children of the world. They're in Dallas, Texas right now, but I believe they're about to expand all over Texas. If you know somebody who's been domestically abused, being domestically abused now and need to be hidden in a transitional home, they need to regroup or bounce back. This transitional home is for you. Follow Safe Haven, the transitional home, right now on Instagram and Facebook. Before we get started, right now, we're going to take a quick break and say goodbye to Massage. Yes, thank you so much for coming tonight, man.
My pleasure, man.
Yes, sir.
Look forward to seeing y'all.
All right. Look forward to seeing you too, man. Thank you, listening audience. Y'all share the video. We want everybody to know who this man is. We want his hands to touch everybody in the Spring area, Cypress area, Woodlands area, Humble, Kingwood, New Caney, Tomball, Cleveland, Splendora, all the way back around, did I say Tomball, Cypress, Greens Point, all the way back around, Aldine, Mail Route, Humble, Splendora, Atascocita, and all the way around. Y'all come on. Come on to MYSSAGE is. MYSSAGE is pronounced MYSSAGE, and it's spelled MYSSAGEIS on Instagram and Facebook. I'll put it up here on the screen one more time. While we're listening to the closing music on this half of the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show, we're going to replay a song that's very fitting to what our model here is feeling right now. Pressure. 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 Pressure by Lady K. I swear to God, I was trying to do it. Pressure by Lady K and Bree. We'll be right back on the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. I can't get
And they're gonna go get some naked.
Yes.
thinking about you, baby, day and night. Pressure. I got $1 for your thoughts and millions for your mind. Pressure. I see your potentials. You're just like credentials, certified. Let me lead you the way. I won't deviate. I'm built for pressure. I've been thinking about you, baby, day and night. Pressure. I got $1 for your thoughts and $1 million for your mind. Pressure. I see the potential. You just like credentials, you're certified. Pressure. Let me lead the way. I won't deviate. I'm built for the pressure. Pressure. I've been thinking about you, baby, day and night. Pressure. I got $1 for your thoughts and millions for your mind. Pressure. I see your potential. You like the credentials. You're certified. Pressure. Let me lead the way. I won't deviate. I'm here for the pressure.
You tie your partner up and do some things. Right now, when you're doing that.
Ain't no time.
Have me up here.
I'm thinking about you, baby, day and night. Pressure. I got $1 for your thoughts and millions for your mind. Pressure. I see your potentials. You're just like credentials, certified. Let me lead you the way. I won't deviate. I'm built for pressure. I've been thinking about you, baby, day and night. Pressure. I got $1 for your thoughts and $1 million for your mind. Pressure. I see the potential. You just like credentials, you're certified. Pressure. Let me lead the way. I won't deviate. I'm built for the pressure.
I say
I'm thinking about you, baby, day and night. Pressure. I got $1 for your thoughts and millions for your mind. Pressure. I see your potential. You like the credentials. You're certified. Let me lead the way. I won't deviate. I'm built for the pressure.
All right, y'all. Y'all stay with us. Y'all stay with us. Stay with us. Up next is Safe Haven Transitional Home, y'all. While I get everything off the screen right here, Safe Haven Transitional Home is up next. Her flyer will be on the screen in just a second. I'm waiting for Lisa to show up any minute. I guess she's not showing up tonight. But Safe Haven Transitional Home is all
Tell
about.
her I said she better come on.
Safe Haven
They got me out the
Transitional
house
Home
today.
is all about housing. It's all about housing domestically abused women. That's what they're about. They're in Dallas, Texas right now. I've done a little homework. They used to live in Houston. So that's definitely going to be a question that I'm going to raise here in a couple minutes when we get them on air. We're getting everything cleaned up in the studio.
We gotta move the tables back.
We got to move the tables back, and we'll be right back, y'all.
I'm gonna set this right here. I gotta go to the bathroom.
This is the After Dark. Tell Outflows to come in for me right quick so we can move the table. Khalid, so we can move the table. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please share the video. We support small businesses 24/7, 365 days a year. For the first hour, we've been with MYSSAGE. MYSSAGE is, y'all. We've been with MYSSAGE is, and you can go to his website right here. Up next, it's all about transitional homes. We're going to play one more song while we move the table back, and we'll be right back to finish the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please share the video all over the world. This is Possession by Lady K.
I've never been in love before, but now that I've felt it, there's only one way to describe this: possession. You can be my spy, cause we always undercover. Social get your mind, get you high, kind of lover. After having me, you will never want another. You belong to me, I ain't looking for no other. You can be my spy, cause we always undercover. Social get your mind, get you high, kind of lover. After having me, you will never want another. You belong to me, I ain't looking for no other. You got me acting reckless, straight off my personal checklist. On my knees, cause you be leaving me breathless. I never ever wanna escape this. Feeling crazy cause you stay on my mind. You're the reason why I stay on my grind. I can't wait until the day those stars align, just so they can see a shine. They gon' watch us shine, baby. Just a dose of you take away my pain. You taking over my body. These feelings when you growing inside me. Trying hard but I'm losing my control. Oh my God, he's got my soul. Oh my God, he's got my soul, baby. But I still need him right here. Get you high, I've never been in love before, but now that I've felt it, there's only one way to describe this: possession. You can be my spy, cause we always undercover. Social get your mind, get you high, kind of lover. personal checklist. On my knees, cause you be leaving me breathless. I never ever wanna escape this. Feeling crazy cause you stay on my mind. You're the reason why I stay on my grind. I can't wait until the day those stars align, just so they can see us shine. They gon' watch us shine, baby. Tell me, should I love or should I fear? I just need you near me. Be my smile, cause we always on the cover. Special in your mind, get you high, kind of love. Never want baby, know it's you and me. Forever and always. You got me going insane. The way you invade my brain. Just a dose of you take away my pain. You taking over my body. These feelings for you growing inside me. Trying hard, but I'm losing my control. Oh my God, he's got my soul. Oh my God, he's got my soul, baby. But I still need him right here. Get you high.
Because are all of those in your opinion right now?
I've never been in love before, but now that I've felt it, there's only one way to describe this: possession. You can be my smile, cause we always undercover. Social in your mind, get you high, kind of lover. After having me, you will never want another. You belong to me, I ain't looking for no other. You can be my smile, cause we always undercover. Social in your mind, get you high, kind of lover. After having me, you will never want another. You belong to me, I ain't looking for no other. You got me acting reckless, straight off my personal checklist. On my knees, cause you be leaving me breathless. I never ever wanna escape this. Feeling crazy cause you stay on my mind. You're the reason why I stay on my grind. I can't wait until the day those stars align, just so they can see us shine. They gon' watch us shine, baby. Tell me, should I love or should I fear? I just need you near me. Be my smile, cause we always on the cover. Social in your mind, get you high, kind of love. You never want baby, know it's you and me. Forever and always. You got me going insane. The way you invade my brain. Just a dose of you take away my pain. You taking over my body. These feelings for you growing inside me. Trying hard, but I'm losing my control. Oh my God, he's got my soul. Oh my God, he's got my soul, baby. But I still need him right here.
patient with us. We're about to get back on to the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. We got another guest coming up shortly. It's all about domestic abuse. It's all about having safe havens for domestic abuse victims, domestic abuse survivors. Safe Haven Therapeutic Homes, I believe, is the name of it. I'm sorry, I keep screwing it off. She will be on here in a minute. Safe Haven, it's right here. While I look for her, while I find out how to get her on the screen, I'm going to let Lyric take over. This is the name of the business right here, Safe Haven. Safe Haven. Lyric, take over for a few
All right,
minutes.
this is your girl Lyric, also with Lyric Nunu Radio and also Color Green. And I'm here with Mr. Youngblood for Happy Vibes Daiquiri. I support Happy Vibes Daiquiri. You guys know I've been doing the crawfish on Saturdays over at Happy Vibes Daiquiri at 2833 Spears Road. Y'all see we got the daiquiris in the house and I'm already bubbly and buzzing and feeling that shit. So, y'all got to come out and holler at us now. Y'all got to come out and get your drink on. Come and see me. I'm going to try to be up there a little bit more often other than Saturdays. You guys come see me. I have a lot of new people that have been, well, a lot of my old people that have just started coming back to, and I want to tell you, send a shout out. Thank you. I appreciate it. We so appreciate the business. And we're going to be talking with, as soon as Malcolm can get this together, we're going to be talking about abuse, is it women abuse and children abuse?
As far as I know, it's transitional homes for women.
Okay, that have gone through abuse.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, transitional homes for women that have gone through abuse. So we're going to talk about that. I'm also going to be giving away. Let me put this up and see if anybody know what this is. It ain't just a scarf either, damn it.
What is it? What is it?
This is called a bandage sash. So you can get tied up.
Bondage.
All bondage. Did I say bandage? I'm fucked up. I've been drinking.
Wait a
Shit.
minute.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Bondage.
Yeah.
It's called a bondage sash.
Right?
Y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Can they see that?
Yes.
It's called a bondage sash. Look. You can get tied up. Look. Put your hands behind your back. Get your legs tied up with it.
Now whose product is that?
Well, it's just a product that was introduced to me, but we're going to give some of them away.
Okay.
We're going to give some away tonight.
It's one of my old websites.
Oh, it's on the whole website.
Yeah.
It was one of my very first e-commerce websites.
Hey,
It was
we
done
need
just
freaky
right when the movie came out.
fantasies up in this mug with this, baby. Back, look, the bandage sash and one of them roses. Yeah.
She got the bandage all night. Bondage.
Bandage.
Freaky Fantasy.
Okay, hold on. Bondage. What's up, Lisa?
Freaky Fantasy will be back May 27th.
Oh,
Okay.
We're gonna have-
But listen, so when Freaky Fantasy come back, you want to have your bondage sash. You already want to have it, so when you get your rose, you'll be ready.
My niece is looking like, oh my God, what have I got to give it to you? Oh my God. She's
But
already.
I'm gonna give one of these away to, let me see, how we gonna
You
do
gotta
it?
give two away. You
We're
need
gonna-
one for arms and one for legs.
One for arms and one for legs. You know what, Ed, I want to know what you do in your life.
I mean, you actually can use one. You can use one for all, but
Yeah, that way I can give away more of them. So
okay.
listen,
All right, you give away one then.
we're gonna give away one right now to the very first caller. We got a number they can call?
Yes, the number's on the bottom of the
The
screen.
very first caller will get one of these bondage sashes.
You
for
can
free.
open it up.
I
Call
have-
the reverend.
I have a burgundy red,
Yeah, burgundy.
and I'll
Come on, you up already.
I have a black and a burgundy.
You know.
She won one now. Hello, can I help you?
Am I the first caller?
You are.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
What color you want, baby? You want the burgundy or the black?
Black, baby, black, always black.
Okay, well, this is going to our very first caller.
Y'all ain't no.
Bondage and a booty massage. Woo, woo.
Say what? 2 in one night, damn it.
I be trying
You can't beat that shit.
to have Haven. Y'all
Yeah,
want
this one is for our caller that just called. Hold on to that for her.
all right. Thank you, caller. Bye. We have a show to get to. All right, Arnisha. Hey,
Hello, Malcolm. How are you?
I'm all right. As you can tell, we good and silly up in here.
Where
Yeah,
you calling for your body, sweetheart?
What'd you say?
y'all cuts up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let's go ahead and get into this show tonight, y'all. We gave away a SAS tonight. We've got our sponsor in the building from Happy Vibes Daiquiri. We're feeling good up in here. Anisha, I wish we could have a glass. It's the best daiquiris on the north side, I promise you. Best. Anisha, let's kick this off.
Okay.
Introduce yourself to our listening audience. Let them know what Safe Haven is all about.
Safe Haven is for women that's going through domestic abuse, domestic violence, not only with them, but their kids, but they're scared to walk away from it. So that's where I come in. When they determine that they're ready to leave and be gone for good, we house them and help them get back on their feet. We house them and let them know that they can take their life back, get their life back in order, and that love really don't hurt. Love is not supposed to hurt. So what we do is we just helping women get back on track, helping them start loving each other, loving themselves better outside of loving their kids. Because 9 times out of 10, when the man hit the woman, he's hitting the kids.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 9 times out of 10, that's what's going on. That's what's going on.
It's a lot of abuse.
Yeah, and I'm from where I've been through it. So, and what I always tell people, women that I talk to, and men even go through the abuse. I had a best friend, and his wife used to fight him like all the time. But if they hit you once, they're gonna hit you again. Don't ever believe it's gonna stop. It's not gonna stop.
Yeah, they will manipulate you to the very, very end.
They'll make you feel sorry for them.
Yes.
Everybody leaves me. You gonna leave me too? Hell yeah, I'm leaving.
And they have a way of tearing down your self-esteem, making you feel like you're nothing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'm not trying to let that happen because last year over 9,000 women were killed
and you
due to the death of a man.
What I want to say too is people always have an opinion about what won't happen to them, and I don't like that. And my thing is, if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Because if you're in that situation, and unless that's happened to you, you never know what you're gonna do.
That's right.
I'm a fighter, but I went through it. You know what I'm saying? I used to get my ass whooped, eyes closed shut.
Yeah, me too. I can totally agree. And that saying is true. We cannot beat no man. Exactly. But we will try. We will try, but we don't always win.
I can shoot his ass. I bet you it won't happen again.
Well, I mean, that's the point where it's getting to now, but some women are not even making it to that point of even picking up the gun.
Exactly.
So can I ask her a question?
So he wants to ask a question.
Okay.
Well, are you based here in the Houston area, or where are your facilities or chapters located?
I started out in Houston. I've been in Houston over 12 years. So we started this about 3 years ago. I up and moved to Colorado. I didn't like it, so I came back to Texas, and now I'm here in Dallas. We're definitely trying to have 2 locations, one in Houston and one in Dallas. We're holding a domestic brunch in Houston first, October 4th.
Okay.
Just giving women a chance to tell their story, kind of free themselves, because as long as you hold on to the story and not tell it and let it go, it's going to harbor.
Yeah, because I mean, and my thing about it, people always ask, well, how do you get through the things you get through? Because I've been through a lot. I've gone through sexual molestation by my stepfather, the abuse and everything. But if you don't talk about it, when you talk about it, for me, it was a release. But not only was it a release, but it made me feel good when I knew that it was helping somebody.
Yeah, you know, that's how I feel like it allows women to free themselves. Because, you know, people, you know, some people scared to tell.
People make it seem like it's a taboo, and it's not. Yeah. You can talk about it, and there's no shame in it because you didn't do anything wrong.
That's right. That's right. And a lot of people scared to talk because they think they're the only one that then went through it. But since I've been back doing it like heavily like I have, I've had so many women come to me about wanting to tell their story.
Awesome. So you're encouraging women and empowering women to come forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a young lady on here. She said she had to learn the hard way. I know her personally, and I know what she went through. She almost lost her baby. She was pregnant, almost lost her kids behind it.
Yeah.
Two comments right quick, and then I'm going to hand the microphone back to Ed, just to make sure he was done with his questions. Danita says abuse is more than physical. She says the emotional side hurts. The emotional side hurts just so much deeper. I can't talk tonight. And then Lisa says abuse is more than physical.
It's mental. It's mental.
Yeah, mental. It's emotional. It's all of that. And a young lady on here said she went through it for 10 years, was shot in the head.
What?
She survived and was shot in the head. She went through it for 10 years.
I tell Lisa all the time, I don't love you that much. to beat you, to kill you.
Right. Nobody should love nobody that much.
I don't love
nobody loves you that much. It's not love.
No.
It's not love. That's control.
That's right.
That's narcissistic.
That's right.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's these weak ass males we've been raising lately.
Weak ass males who we've been what?
Raising
in this new generation?
Well, for the past 50 years, roughly.
Past 50 years?
You know what, too? Some of this stuff is systematic, meaning that if you grow up in a household that's abusive, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be an abuser.
Yeah, normally that's how it starts.
Yeah.
Normally.
Watching your dad.
But it's crazy because those men that fight on women not going to fight no man. Yeah. They're absolutely not going to fight another man.
I'm registered. Look, I'm registered and I have a gun and I'm going to tell you. I'm going to blow your penis off.
Mental, emotional, financial, physical, all of the above is what Danita Ford just said. What's going on, Dirty? Dirty, are you and Dirty? You know my friend Dirty, Alicia?
Yes, I do.
Hey, look, I'm on. Oh, y'all can't see me right now, can you? I'm gonna put these fist cups on. Hey, Danita, look. That's for Dirty. Nah, that's my girl. That's my girl right there, Dirty. I didn't know y'all were connected. I was wondering. I was like, when I first did my homework on your page, I was like, well, she's in Dallas.
Yeah.
So she must be really watching us. And then, but Lisa said something else. Somebody introduced us to her, and I didn't know it was Dirty. I didn't know it was Danita.
And you know, before we get off track, I want to tell you, I'm going to extend a hand out to you too. When you come in town, I want to know you're here so that I can help. I would love
absolutely.
I would absolutely love to help.
Lisa is speaking at the event she's talking about.
Okay, I would love to help. I would love to even speak, but I would love to help.
I'm going to steal that flyer from your page in just a minute. Let's talk about that event right quick, Arnacia.
Okay.
What is that event about? Is question number 2 and question number 1 and question number 2. Can people get tickets, or is everybody invited, or what's going on with that?
We're going to sell tickets on Eventbrite. I'm actually going to release them on Monday of next week. I'll put the link up. The brunch entails, it's allowing women to get schooled on what to expect or what to look for when these men start doing these things. It's also allowing women to come out and tell their story for the first time. I know Miss Lisa will be telling her story for the first time. Quite a few ladies that I have on the program is actually telling their story for the first time. And to me, it's just like clearing yourself of everything that ever happened in your past that was wrong due to a man.
And do you know what I want to ask you too? When you're dealing with abuse, physical abuse, they also need to understand that some of these women went through child abuse.
Yeah.
And it led to the physical abuse. Because I was the kind of person, when I went through the child abuse, that's the kind of man I looked for. If I wasn't being hurt and then showing some kind of love, there wasn't love for me. So it was dysfunctional.
Right.
You know, and sometimes it makes you gravitate to the wrong kind of man.
It does every time until you break the cycle.
Exactly.
It's up to you to break the cycle.
Let me mention a part of that. A lot of men get blamed for it, but a lot of these ladies' mothers are the ones who really should take the fault for it.
That's right.
These mothers allow their children to be molested.
That's not always true.
Quite often.
My mother didn't know.
Yours didn't, but I'm saying there are quite a few that have.
Yeah, there are
I've done
mothers.
about
We've
400
seen it.
interviews
We've
with
seen the
them.
mothers that go to jail for some of it. But just like the one where the 15-year-old and his 2 younger siblings were in that apartment, and her boyfriend are living in a whole nother apartment, and you dropping off ramen noodles to feed these kids, and then there's a dead child laying in the bed for a whole year.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yes, Anisha, that happened kind of close to us. Well, you're from Houston, right?
I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, but I've been living in Houston for forever.
Okay. Well, the incident she's talking about happened out in Splendor or New Caney.
Yeah, New Caney.
In New Caney.
And this woman was with this man and let this man beat her son to death.
Wow.
You know?
So
that's exactly what I was talking about. A woman that'll allow the man of the week or the man of the month or whatever.
Let me tell you something.
Those things that are
Yeah. Because I graduated. Let me tell you something. I got married to my husband in 2017. And my husband ended up having to move in with his sister because what I wasn't going to do is let you talk to my kids any kind of way. That you're not going to do. Because I feel like this. When you have children and you get married, I know it's supposed to be God, your husband, and then your children. But what I explained to him, it can't be God, my husband, and my children if you don't love my children like I do.
Right.
If you don't love my children like I do, my children's going to come first.
Mm-hmm. But some women so scared to speak up to a man, they'll allow anything from them. And I mean anything. It's horrible.
Go ahead, Arnisha. You said they're scared of them, and what else?
Repeat that, Malcolm.
I said you said women are scared to speak to them, and what else were you trying
No,
to
women are scared to speak up to these men because they didn't already abuse them in private. So they have them scared of them when it comes to the kids or anything, just anything. They're scared, period. And that's one of the things I'm going to always reiterate to women, that it's okay to walk away.
Right.
Because a lot of women won't walk away because they think they don't know how to live without that person.
Right.
When my job is to show them there is life after abuse.
Right.
That's what your shelter is telling women, that there is life after abuse.
Yeah, and they need to understand.
Definitely.
They also need to understand that I think when women start talking about, they're going to see that their stories are so similar. Because what used to happen in mine is when I would get abused, he was always buying me something or bringing me something. Or, it was always, I'm going to beat your ass today, but I'm going to bring you something for that ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? To show that I love you.
Yeah.
And we mistake that. Yes, always, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. But let me tell you, the last time he put his hands on me, I put my hands back. I got a knife and told him I will cut your throat in front of these kids. Put your hands on me again. Because not only did he hit me, he hit my child. My baby was 3 months old.
Oh, shit.
And I'll tell you, and he told me, you better move him. I was done after that. What I let you do to me is on me. But when you start messing with my kids, it's another story.
Anisha, do you, in your position, the behavior that she just described, is that what you advise? Fighting back?
No, leave.
What do you advise?
If you can get to, first off, I want people to understand that we have a number. If you want to get away and you show you want to get away, we make preparations for you to get away. We make preparations for you to get away. But you have to really want to get away. We're not going to do it for a little while and then you decide you're going to go back, which that does happen. And it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Part of it takes 7 trips away to lose a narcissist, according to most psychologists.
Yes,
yeah.
and that's
7 trips.
Hold your thought, Anisha, because that's what Danita just said. If you read it on the screen right here, she said statistics say a survivor will leave 9 times before she leaves for good. Unfortunately, some don't get that many chances.
They don't, and I think I did it 9 times before I decided to leave, and I didn't have it on both ends.
I don't know how many times I had it, but after enough of it, I left.
Yeah.
It happens to guys too.
I just said that.
To what I went through.
Yeah, but my thing is, my friend Julius was in the military. That was one of my best friends in the military. And I was the only woman his wife let have as a friend. But she was whooping this boy's behind. She was hitting him with stuff, stabbing him. So I got out the Navy. About a year and a half, 2 years after I got out the Navy, I got a call from NIS saying, do you know this person? I'm like, yeah. He says, well, his wife just killed him, stabbed him in the neck with an ice pick. You know?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So it doesn't just happen to women, it happens to men.
Yeah, I was just about to say that I'm team women all day long, but I know there is some women that put their hands on these men.
Yeah.
Does it make it right? It doesn't.
No.
But I'm team women all day long. I'll tell a woman, keep your hands to yourself. If he hits you, get away, get out.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying I fought back, but that's not what I would advise anybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I was a situation where I could fight back. Some women you try and they'll kill you.
Right. That's right. That's absolutely right.
I'd like to back up for just a second. When you were talking about the gifts that he would give you after beating you up, Miss Kathy R. Lee says those are called shut up gifts.
And they are.
Yeah.
They are.
Shut up.
Actually, Malcolm, that's one of my best friends talking.
Oh, that Kathy R. Lee is one of your best friends.
Yes. We went a couple of years now without talking because of this situation. And I can tell it now, and I can say it publicly. I backed off because he was hurting my friend.
Kathy.
And I got tired of hearing her cry, and I just got tired of hearing it. So I backed off and waited until she was ready to leave.
Okay, got you.
Once she left, that was music to my ears, and I was able to breathe, because there was a lot of nights I felt like somebody was gonna call me and tell me she was gone.
Yeah.
That was one of the last things I wanted to hear.
I've had a few friends like that. I've even had one of my minors in college was sign language, and I befriended a young lady who was deaf. She became deaf when she was about 2 due to meningitis. And this young lady told me her story about when she was 10 years old, how she was raped by her cousin, and how another cousin went through the same thing. And he went through a lot of abuse from that particular situation. But what I'm trying to say is that's an abuser too, because even when she became an adult, she was about 28 weeks pregnant. She told her story to her family. They didn't believe her at first. Then when they did believe her, they confronted her, and he went back to her and tried to jump on her and fight her. A neighbor came and helped her. She ended up losing her babies behind her. You know, so abuse comes in different forms, is what I'm trying to say.
A lot of different forms.
Anisha, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Mr. Malcolm.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you, Ms. Danita Forges, for making the connection and connecting the dots. My next question for Anisha is about the Safe Haven home. I noticed that it is in Dallas, and you alluded to it earlier. You said that you're trying to expand, correct?
Yes, I am.
Where are you trying to expand to next outside of Houston?
Port Arthur will be a place. There's only 3 places I'm trying to expand it to, which is Port Arthur, Dallas, and Houston.
Port Arthur, Dallas, and Houston. Why did you choose those 3 cities?
Well, it originally started in Houston. That's where I've been since I've graduated high school. Dallas is now where I reside. I don't plan on moving back to Houston because I'm enjoying the life I have here. And Port Arthur is my hometown. And since I've brought light to the situation, I've had so many women from my hometown reach out to me about things that's going on with them. And I feel it's my right to target that way to get them the help that they need. I don't want them to feel like there's no help out there.
I want to ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that hurts my heart is I see people that I love and that I care about who's going through something like that. And you don't want to say the wrong thing because you don't want them to shut you out. You know what I'm saying? So how do you go about to at least keep space with that person, or to, you know, my thing is this young lady right here, she says that she passed 9 times. I love this girl to death. And I sat and watched this. I watched what she went through. And she said she went past 9 times, dealing with somebody for 16 years. She said off and on. She said she was one of them who felt like she couldn't live without him. She said, so she took the whoopings, you know, and the verbal abuse, and it destroyed her mental. So what do you do? How do you help somebody like that?
Well, I think before Arnisha, I don't mean to cut you off, but I think she already answered, and I'm trying to help you out here.
Okay.
She said, Kathy, she backed away. She said she got tired. Was it Kathy or somebody?
Yes, it was Kathy.
She said Kathy was going through it, and she.
I haven't gotten tired yet, so
she backed away because she got tired of seeing her cry, and she couldn't help her. So that's one
Yeah.
way.
Let me say this, Mr. Malcolm. It wasn't that I couldn't help her, because I could have. I really could have. It wouldn't have been a verbal help. It would have been physical.
Yeah.
And I didn't want her, because of the state of mind she was in, I didn't want her to be mad at me for whatever I decided to do. This is somebody I grew up with from a child. We grew up together, been homeless together, everything together. And for her to get into a marriage after all these years, she never ever talked about marriage. But to get into a marriage and it taint her mind like this, and mess up her mind like this, it's heartbreaking. You know, some women put everything into their marriage to be let down in the end.
Right.
And once I seen she was gone, I reached out to her and we talked, we cried. I have my friend back. My friend has learned her lesson. She's still going through the motions of getting her life back, trying to take back. She's always been independent, always been independent, but getting her life back on track without this man. So, I mean, that's where we are now, and I love her. She's had a lot of good progress, a lot.
Good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I saw what Danita was saying about the young lady who attacked the guy and ended up stabbing him, but it was also another one on Facebook Live. He kept trying to leave, and she kept taunting him.
Mm-hmm. And she shot him.
And shot and killed him in front of his kids.
Yeah, and his mom, and her mom.
Yeah, and her mom. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm going to jail. I said, yeah, you going under the jail, little girl.
Yeah.
There's no way in the world you should have put out a gun on him.
You shouldn't even had that gun around the kids, because the kids were right there.
Exactly. That was, I didn't know it was loaded. What you pull it out for then?
So you pulled out a gun that you wasn't even sure if it was loaded?
Right, and pulled the trigger?
She knew. She knew.
You know?
So Arnisha, what, I think you've already touched on it, but I want to rehash right quick. The Safe Haven Transitional Home, safe place for women. What made you start this business?
One, because of Kathy.
Kathy?
Two, because my wife's aunt got killed at the hands of her husband. Not only that, I've been through it. I done been in those shoes. I see other women go through it. Not only that, I work for the state of Colorado. Still here today while I'm in Texas. And you wouldn't believe how many calls come through about being abused by their husband. So I made this I had to make it my main focus. Like I have to, because it doesn't get enough awareness.
And also, since you're talking about your wife, I had a friend who was abused by her wife. I mean, she was whooping this girl's behind. And sometimes it's not different. You know what I'm saying? It's the same.
It's nothing different. I've been abused by a woman also.
Yeah.
It's nothing different.
Yeah. And so you still need to get away, even if it's a woman.
Yeah.
To get
away. It don't stop. Abuse is abuse. Whether it's man, dog, cow, horse, abuse is abuse, and nobody deserves it. I don't care what you do.
Exactly.
Here in the last 2 years, I realized something, and I'm going to shed a little more light and then give the microphone back to y'all. But I realized something, and this might help somebody on the panel. This might help somebody in the listening audience on Real Talk 100 Radio's website or on our YouTube Live, our Facebook Live. I didn't realize. Say you're in a heated argument with your loved one, and they're trying to leave. I'm leaving, and you block the door. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that was abuse. I'm like, wow, I'm abusive. I didn't know that. What do you call that? That's unlawful something that's
That's entrapment and kidnapping.
Yeah.
entrapment and kidnapping. I had no idea. And a lot of people need to come to that realization. Yeah, that's a part of abuse. I had no idea. No clue.
If somebody wants to leave, you can't stop them.
You can't stop them. You
The
know,
thing to do is let them get the hell out.
wait, I want to talk to you. Wait, I want to
But-
talk to you.
No
You
doubt.
and you won't let them
No.
leave. You're abusing them.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Right.
Did you know that, Ed? You knew that already.
Yeah, I've been through it.
Yeah.
I had no clue. Wow. Karen and Alicia, y'all knew that already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime you impede the movement of another human being, you're entrapping them.
Yep, that's right.
If it's in domestic abuse, or if you're at a store and you block their way, that's impediment.
I had no idea. Because
And if you touch them, it becomes assault.
okay, it happened to me, and I've done it myself. I had no clue they were abusing me. You know, baby, I want you. Don't leave, stop, hey, whatever. Even though it's innocent to them, it's a form of abuse.
Yes, it is.
I had no clue.
Anytime you're laying hands or blocking the progress of another human being, you are in some way, form, or fashion abusing.
Okay.
We've been taught for the most part throughout society to be nice and courteous, and we think of it as joking and so on and so forth, but it actually isn't.
I had no clue. Yeah, listening audience and Anisha, this is Mr. Ed Youngblood, the owner of the sponsor of the show tonight.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Vibes Daiquiri, y'all.
And I'm buzzing over here. I'm telling y'all right now, I done drank half a daiquiri and I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, my shit gets lit.
His shit'll get you bed.
We've had that saying for 6 years now.
Yeah.
When you come to Houston, Anisha, give him a try. He's right on the corner of Walters Road and Spears Road. 833 Spears Road. It's called Happy Vibes Daiquiri. He is the sponsor of the show tonight. Before I give the microphone back to you, Anisha, I want to touch on women abusing men right quick. Ed, you said you had that problem before. Let's touch on it, and I'm going to hand the microphone back to Anisha.
I witnessed it.
Because I have a specific question for Anisha after you get done.
As Lyric just said, he witnessed it. The issue reverses when it's a female to a male, because the male is taught not to hit the woman. So we tend to accept a little bit more abuse from them because, again, we don't really realize it's abuse until it's too late. It's kind of like the frog boiling analogy. You boil the frog in the pot just by turning the water up just a little bit. So the girl just turns up the heat a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and all of a sudden she's waking up in the middle of the night and pulling a knife on you. It gets crazy and crazy.
Wow.
Lyric remembers this one.
I remember.
So how long did you suffer at her hands?
It was a really funny thing. I was going to go get wine one night at the CVS there on 1960, and I walked in. It was right about midnight. And I talk to people a lot, or I used to quite a bit. And I was talking to a couple people. And she come barging again and said, "You got my wine yet?" And I get to the counter, and the cashier at the counter leans into me and says, "Go Google soul vampire. That woman's a narcissist. You'll thank me." I did. And I'll be damned if there wasn't a picture of that woman in the dictionary there.
Wow.
I mean,
she was a piece of work.
And anyway,
Don't let her get no alcohol in her because it was a wrap.
I learned, it took me about 9 months, probably about 7 of those getaways and comebacks before I finally turned it off.
She was verbal and physical.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember waking up one night with a knife in my neck.
Yep, I remember her.
A knife to you. She put a knife to your neck.
It was a razor blade knife, but had I slept a little bit longer, she could have hurt me.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Thank you, Ed. My question to you, Anisha: Safe Haven transitional homes. Are there any plans for men transitional homes? I know these are for women, right?
Right.
Are there any plans for transitional home for men?
Not as of right now. The women are my sole focus.
Okay. You already said that. You said I'm team woman right now. You said
You know, but a lot of times the men, because why my friend didn't leave is because they had 8 kids.
they had 8
They
kids.
had 8 kids, and he didn't want to leave his children. That's what he told me. He said he stayed for the kids, and it ended up costing him his life.
Oh, that's who he was a man.
Yes,
He killed him.
yes.
Wow. That's-
Nobody believes that women, because it's always men hitting women. Nobody really believes that women be hitting on men, but it happens. It really, really happens. But it's not as bad as it is with a man hitting a woman. Like, these men are literally killing our women, killing our kids. I'm not team man right now.
That's what I need to.
I want to tell you what Kathy Lee says. She says, I'm going through the stage of forgiveness, and I pray for my husband. I know I have to do that because I want to be blessed, but I also want HID, I don't know, the head to help him. There is no chance of me ever going back. I will not put me or my children through that predicament.
Kathy, this is Malcolm. Thank you for reading that for me. Kathy R. Lee, I
commend you. You left, I commend you. You saved not just yourself, but you saved your children.
Yeah, I commend you for being brave and loving him. I just can't see. I tell people all the time, I would have been a hell of a woman because I can't forgive like that.
I can.
I'm not,
you know why you forgive?
I'm
You
not
don't forgive for them. You forgive for yourself.
That's right.
When you hold on to that tears you up worse than their abuse. So you have to.
I'm not that spiritually mature yet, though.
Yeah. Well, I forgave, and I told him I forgave him. I told him I forgave you, but I don't forget. I forgive you, but I don't forget. I forgive you for me, but I don't forget. And I still have a relationship with him. I talk to him.
I pray for him.
But never ever could I ever go back to him.
Well, I commend you, Kathy R. Lee. I commend you, Arnisha, for forming this organization in the name of your friend, in the name of your own plight, your own problems with men, with women. I commend you for that. I really do.
And I'm excited about
I'm about to get this off so everybody can read the banner. I'm excited about that because I've never heard Lisa speak publicly about it. And she said it earlier in the comments. This will be her first time speaking publicly. I took it off on accident. Sorry, y'all. Here it is. It's coming up October 28th.
We have October 4th in Houston.
October 4th?
Mm-hmm. This is the one, the flyer you're showing right now is for Port Arthur.
Oh,
Port Arthur. Okay.
October
We need
4th.
the one for here.
Okay, let me get this off and I'll get the right one up in just a second. October 4th.
I'll be there. I promise. I'll be there with bells on.
So tell us
I
about
appreciate that a lot.
October 4th in Houston, Texas.
And what the cost is. Tell me what the cost is.
It'll be $10 on Eventbrite. We're gonna do a brunch. The ladies will get up and speak and tell their story. I will have a counselor there. I'll also give out pamphlets to let everybody know what it is we do, what we offer. We'll be introducing our crisis line at that time, which I've already been using the crisis line. You'd be surprised. Just kind of letting everybody know what it is. We're going to work under passwords because I totally want to be discreet for these women and their safety.
Yeah.
It's going to give a lot of women that never ever had the chance to tell their story to tell it, to release it, to let it go.
Well, I'm going to get on there today and get my ticket.
I want to reach out to you after the show a little bit, probably tomorrow.
Okay.
And see, I want to talk to you a little bit more about your business structure and see what I can do to help.
I appreciate that. I have a business line.
50 tickets or something like that I can give away.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely.
We'll get a dual promotion out of it or something like that.
That's
some
great.
kind of way. You can think of some other things that we can do together.
Okay. You should come.
Yes.
Just because I'm team woman don't mean you cannot come. You can absolutely come.
Yeah. And you know what? You might be surprised. You might get a few men come up in there to tell their story.
Yeah. Well, I have been hoping that I can get a man to tell their story. I haven't ran across any yet.
Yeah.
I know narcissistic abuse inside and out, textbook and otherwise.
Yeah, I went through it with my husband. He wasn't physical, but he was very verbally abusive. But you know, my thing is, I think that with him, I didn't leave him, but we were able to come to an understanding that he started getting help for what was going on with him, spiritual help. He knew that what was wrong with him was something that happened, you know, during his childhood. There's a lot of things that happened to him with him as a child that led him to be the way he was. He watched his father fight his mom.
Right.
You know, so but my thing is I was very proud of him because he started acknowledging it. When you can acknowledge it and you can say, yeah, this
accountability.
Exactly. Accountability is everything.
You know, sometimes some of them go and get help, but they still have that trigger.
Yes.
They still have that trigger.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, every psychologist that's written about narcissistic abuse says that it's not curable.
Yes.
No amount of therapy can solve it.
Well, my thing,
I know I
for
can't
8
save
years.
everybody, but I'll try.
At the end of it, it got a lot better. It got a lot better. I wasn't with him. I made him live in. He had to live separately from me. But at the end of the day, he became a better person, and I think that's important. At the end of the day, he became a better person.
Right.
Okay. Y'all, please continue sharing the video.
Yes, Miss Lisa, men are welcome. They are welcome. I'm not saying that I would not help a man if a man came to me. I just know that my focus is the women.
But most men aren't going to come to you. You know why? Because it has to do with testosterone.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
they're a man, they shouldn't
We
have to
can't be
ask
weak.
for help.
We
You know?
can't be weak.
Well, I mean, we gotta show them that it's okay to speak up about it.
Right. And it is okay. It's okay to talk about it, you know, but I don't think that men, I can't say I don't think that they do. I'm going to say I don't know if men would seek something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because of them being men, you know?
Ed's shaking his head. No, that won't happen. You won't.
Not for most.
He wasn't gonna seek no help. We had to talk to his ass so he could let her go.
Yeah.
Because we was gonna run her off anyway. She had to go. It was time for her to go.
Well, see, I'm a man who I think I would reach out because I have seen. I grew up in Fifth Ward, and I've seen pimps, mollywop a woman because she didn't have his money. They make songs about it, and a lot of people think those are just songs. No, I've seen it in real life. So my point is if the woman is doing me that way, I would have a problem not striking back. So that's why I would go to somebody like you, like the Safe Haven Transitional Home, and say, hey, what am I supposed to do here? You know?
Because they're not going to make her leave because she's a woman, which is great. And you know what? What I did last year, my kids were so mad at me. I took in 5 girls. Well, I'm going to say 4 because one of them was my niece. I took in 4 girls that were on the street. They didn't want to do it anymore. They were doing it. They were being forced to sell their bodies. And one girl had been sent here from Indiana. And I helped these girls. All of them except for maybe one of them got help and turned their lives around. I got one, Kobe, she sends me text messages, pictures of her daughter. She's in her own house. She's working. She got her daughter back. Things like that. If I can help one person, you don't know what that does for me.
Yeah, that's my goal. I know I can't help all the women, but if I help one, I feel like I've done my job.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I remember
Yeah.
all those girls.
Because I had them working for me. They were working for me. You know, when I took them, I said, everybody got to work. So I had them working for me, you know. But some of them got to the point where rules, they had issues with rules, you know. But one of the girls, I didn't know if she was going to make it or not, but she got home, got her baby back, got her own place. She's working. She's doing good. And that makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? So
I do that now for the state of Colorado. They don't have very many places for women that's battered to go. And I kind of like when they call in, I build a rapport with them so it makes it easier for them to call me back and want to solely speak to me. And in between that, I kind of slip in resources here and there for them. And they end up doing it, but they stay in contact with me. They let me know what's going on with them. And when that happens, I feel a lot better because I know that they're getting the help that they need.
yeah, my kids get so mad at me. I've been doing this forever. When I lived in San Antonio, I took in 2 sisters that were being abused by their father. And Adult Protective Services and Child Protective Services came and talked to me and was like, they placed them with me, but the father didn't want them there. But the one that was getting ready to turn 18, they let her stay with me. But the other one, they made her go to Ohio with her aunt. But my thing is, I've always been that kind of person, and my door was always open because of what I went through. And I would never turn a child away. I just can't. But I also have rules. And if you mess up, I can't help you. I can't help somebody that doesn't want to help themselves.
That's right. And that's why I say, as far as Safe Haven goes, yeah, there will be rules. You have to follow those rules. But we have different programs that's going to be in place. I'm okay with the woman telling me, look, I just need to get away for a little while to clear my head, and she's going to go back. That shows me how much I need to put into this as far as helping her. But I want her to know that at any time, if she needs to come back, the door is open.
The door is open, yes. Yeah. They have to have an option because a lot of these women don't have it. And a lot of the women that don't have it are the ones that end up dead or continuously being abused.
And that's the worst part. That's what I hate out of everything. For a woman to lose her life behind a man loving her so hard.
Yeah, I've known friends that died behind that. So, I've been there.
Like I said, I can't help but keep saying it. That ain't love. And I don't love Lisa that much to shoot her, to beat her to a pulp. I don't love her that much.
I mean, what good is she to you if she's dead?
Yeah, none whatsoever. I don't understand. And please, y'all, before y'all take my words wrong, I've heard men say they beat the woman to a pulp and they're in handcuffs. I love you, and I'm just like,
what about my thing is I'm gonna tell you, I was that woman that called the police, and when the police got him, I cried and like, let him go. I don't want to press charges. I was that woman.
Really?
I was her. When they got him, because I thought they were going to hurt him, I'm like, I don't want to press charges. I'm not pressing charges.
Well, they don't do that anymore.
Oh, I didn't know.
The state the state of Texas automatically picks it up.
Okay.
Automatically. So she could say all day long she don't want him to go or nothing. The state is already in their hands.
Girl, this one I'm talking about. The police I stayed in an apartment. And the door had glass so you could see through it. I tried to go down and open the door for the police. This man dragged me up the stairs while the police was standing there looking at him by my hair and telling him, she don't need you, she all right, she don't need you, but you dragging me up the stairs by my hair.
Hey, man, that was psycho for real. Hey, yo, let's rehash right quick. October 4th, we put the information up here. I'm coming right back to Lyric.
I'm going.
Alicia.
Anybody that wants tickets, hit me up so we can talk to you.
I want to make sure everybody gets all the information that's put out tonight before we end in about 20 minutes, 15 or 20 more minutes. This is the flyer with most of the information on it. Safe Haven Transitional Home, safe place for women. Crisis business line is 682-390-9239. The business hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Crisis hour 24/7. You can call this number 682-390-9239. Give them a call. Safe Haven Transitional Home. They're there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Safe Haven
Transitional Home. Okay, I gotta be silly now. I'm sorry. I gotta be silly. And when you meet me in person, I'm silly for real. Ass dirty. But just to add a little humor here, we say business hours are from 9 to 5, but the hotline is open 24/7. So what is
Yes, it gives you an option.
Okay. So to either talk to a live person or leave a message or something?
Absolutely.
All right. So you can leave a message.
Even if women want to vent and they just not ready to leave,
Okay.
they can call us.
Sometimes too. That's important.
Gotcha.
To know
I just want women to know that there's a safe place for them and it won't go nowhere.
Yes.
Gotcha. So, okay. So now my next serious question is this. You're located in Dallas right now. You're thinking of expanding to different cities and different towns.
Mm-hmm.
Amy is in trouble right now. She's, hypothetically speaking, she's in Kemah, Texas. She's in Kemah, Texas, or Galveston, Texas, and she's in trouble. She wants to leave. She's already left 4 times. She calls you. She wants to leave. She's done now. She wants to come to you, and you way in Dallas. What are you going to do? What are you going to say to her? You going to bring her to Dallas or what?
You want my truth?
Yes, ma'am.
I got a team, Mr. Malcolm.
Okay.
I have a team.
Okay.
Half of my team is in Houston.
All right.
We collectively get together and make things happen.
Okay. Right. Teamwork. Teamwork.
So I'm never going to let a woman be in a situation that I can't help fix.
So do you actually have shelters that you're involved with, or are you the third party that's helping the ladies find the shelters?
Could you repeat that?
I say, do you actually have active contracts with shelter organizations for housing, or are you acting as a third party to help them find the shelter and housing? So they can...
I actually have a lot of resources because I've been doing it for the last 3 years.
Okay.
We do have a contract with 211 in Houston, and we're trying to get one here
I know
in Dallas. We're working on that one, but people can directly call us.
Okay. So you are attached. You could actually help somebody.
Yes.
Just a nonprofit or
yes.
An instruction.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. There was an organization somewhere around Cross Timbers and I-45. I can't remember the name of it right now, but they were doing a lot of the same things.
Yeah, we don't want to mention names and locations. I'm just saying we don't want to mention names and locations because we don't want nobody to be able to.
Yeah, well, Safe Haven will be a discreet location. No one would never know the address, and only the woman. And then she still has to have a password in order to get that. Everything will solely be discreet. We don't want the man to have no way of trying to contact them.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
We had a situation here the last 2 months. Some friends of ours were harboring a woman who had left an abusive man. And long story short, and this is in relation to what's being discussed right now, long story short, they took her phone. She sneaks and gets another phone and is still communicating with the man the whole time.
Oh, wow.
The whole time we're clothing her, we're housing her, and the whole time she's plotting to go back to the man. And I was just like, wow, man, we just wasting a whole lot of time. Does that happen a lot to y'all?
Well, right now, I kind of did a proposal to Boost Mobile to see if they can provide us phones for the ladies, but we're still up in the air on should we give them to them, because we wholeheartedly want to know where you are in this situation. Are you really wanting to leave, or do you just need a break?
Right.
But even within them taking a break, we don't want them to think that the door will never be open again for them, because women, we deal with a lot of emotions. And the hardest thing to do is leave somebody that's been beating on you and this is all you know. Some women never ever had independence, and they meet this man started beating on them. That's all they know. So I feel like it's our job to teach them how to get their independence back and how to live without this person. Everybody should have a chance to rewrite their story after abuse.
And my question is too, a lot of times these women don't report their abuse. So if somebody comes to you, how do you like, let's say they come to you, but they want to go back to this man. How do you make sure that this is noted, that it's reported, that it's known, so that if something happens, they know that this man did something to this woman?
We keep a file on everybody. Everybody that's going to come our way, we got a file on them. Everybody signs NDAs. I'm working with one officer in Houston. He's trying to see how can I go about making sure that these ladies get actual police reports of actual paper trail. But we should be able to have a copy of that paper trail. So if she do decide to come back, or if something happens along the way, let's just say she got killed in the midst of going back.
Right.
They'll be able to call us.
Okay.
And look and see how many times she had then came to us, how many reports she had then made, like what was the gist of her trying to leave, and she kept going back.
Do you take pictures and keep pictures?
We do it all. We take the pictures, we do the videos. We have counseling sessions, we have therapy sessions. The women that I have working with me are some wonderful women that I truly trust, and I know that they have the same drive that I have.
On that note, Dirty said, I said, you know, what are we gonna do if they're in Kemah or Galveston? She said, we're gonna pull up on them now.
Yes.
That's what Dirty had to say. We're gonna pull up on them. I'm gonna put it up on the screen right now. We're gonna pull up on them, Malcolm. And I hope I'm not murdering somebody's name, but Mesa Hollins said in a heartbeat. Well, after Dirty said we're gonna pull up on them. So
sure.
That's one of my team members.
Hey, y'all incorporate me. I'm Chi-Town. We're gonna do that shit too.
She got a motorcycle too, so she'll pull up on
right.
Like 007.
Yeah, I keep my baby on me.
At the moment, I got a spare open private bedroom, so if anything happens, if anybody needs anybody like in the north end, I got wide open. It has private bath and everything. So
okay.
All right. That's
I've done it many times before.
Yeah, that times are very hard.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not murdering your name. Dalian said Safe Haven is strictly confidential. Kathy R. Lee, I think she was bouncing off of what Lyric was saying about the man dragging you upstairs, I believe.
Yeah.
Port Arthur Police Department didn't do nothing for me and my children. I knew then.
They kicked my door in, baby. I was in Wisconsin. They kicked that door in and took them to jail. And on that note, that very day was the last time I was with him, because that was that night that he put his hands on my baby. So he had to go. He had to go.
Kathy also said she was you.
Yeah.
Saying don't arrest him. We're
I did that.
Kathy said she was a strong woman. Danita's picking on me. I think I said something about I would be the man if a woman was abusing me. I was bouncing off her head. If a woman was beating off.
Beating. Tonight. What the hell?
No, that was last month.
What the hell?
I'm sorry, y'all. If a woman was beating me, I would have trouble not striking back. And Danita said, Malcolm knows Lisa would put a chokehold on her. So I'm just making sure our listening audience knows. I'm just making sure our listening audience knows I'm not ignoring them and including them in the comments. Men are welcome to the upcoming event on October 4th. Where is that event going to be, Arnisha?
I can't.
We have to be careful about what men come there, because some of them may be coming in trying to find out where these women are too. So we have to be careful with that.
I'm sorry that I asked the wrong
Baby,
question.
my mind is always going. I'm always thinking.
You better be on it, Lyric. You better be on it.
I'm always thinking. But let me tell you, y'all can come up there if you want to and act a fool, baby. I'm bringing baby mama with me. And baby mama gonna blow your ass away. I'm not even playing with y'all.
I'm sorry.
For real.
And I knew better than asking that, because me and Lisa, our nonprofit.
Well, they're not gonna mention locations. They're not gonna mention any kind of locations. You can believe that.
Our nonprofit.
For the event, I mean, just to hear some people speak.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I'm just saying,
Still a fool will show up there.
A fool will show, and you better believe it.
And I knew better than asking that. I'm sorry, but from past experience, our nonprofit organization is called Houston Angels right now, and we're in transition to change it to Real Talk Angel Foundation. So while we were out about 2 years ago feeding domestic abuse survivors, single mothers in most cases, Lisa was like, "Okay, babe, you can't go with me on this one," because she's still kind of shaken up from the experience. I don't need you there. So I was like, oh, okay.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about that, about the men coming to that event, which I was most definitely invited. But the young lady I had staying with me, the way her pimp found out where she was is he got somebody else to get in contact with me. And I already peeped it. No, you can't come stay with me. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just out the blue calling you trying to find out where you live? No. You asking the two questions? No.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
So I want to ask Anisha a real quick question.
Yes, sir.
We're there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Do you also work in the parapsychic part of healing with this? The trauma bonds that these women are tied to with this are considered also psychic bonds. And one of the exercises that I did to get away from it was to imagine, almost like spider webs, these bonds that are created to this person. And I created in my imagination a psychic lightsaber, if you will, my sword. And I had to visualize cutting the bonds with this person.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the most therapeutic things that I had ever read about. And actually, after practicing, it actually did help. And I'm just wondering if you've taught any of your ladies that type of therapy.
I kind of like to ask them, what is something that they always wanted to do in life?
Awesome.
And normally they'll tell me. And I tell them sometimes to kind of take their mind there as if they were there already, and what would be the things that they would be doing. That's actually how I get a lot of women when they call in on my day-to-day job. That's how I get them to calm down, because I get quite a few calls on abuse on my everyday job.
So taking them back to when they were a child, almost like reverse visualization.
Well, I kind of did that with Kobe. When Kobe was with me and she had that baby, her mother had her child, I kind of had to use her baby in order to kind of wake her up.
Yeah.
Like, you love this baby more than anything in this world. So what are you willing to do for her?
Mm-hmm.
So
sometimes you have to use the children card, because you can love them. Sometimes these women love these men more than they love their own kids. And you got to kind of bring them back and say, look, you had them. Them children came from you. They depend on you.
They did not ask to be here.
Exactly. Sometimes you do have to play the children card on them, but a lot of these women really be messed up in the mind. Like, these men really take them on a spiral.
And then sometimes you have to, not just from the abuse from the husband, going back to what I was saying, sometimes you have to go back to where this all started.
Right.
They got to be healed from where it started.
That's right.
Wherever it started, once you can fix that, then everything else will fall in line.
That's right.
And so myself, I had to understand that the abuse that I got from my father is where everything started. And I had to gravitate to that and let myself forgive him and let that go. And know that it wasn't my fault and I was worth more than that. You know? And once I got to that point where I could be that person, you know what I'm saying? And I can tell other people my story, that is what healed me. That's what brought me to where I'm at now. I'm that boss bitch. You can come if you want to. You're not gonna leave the same. And
that's one of the questions, Lyric, that we ask these women when they say they want to tell their story. We ask them, "Are you ready to forgive?" Because telling this story means you have to forgive and let it go.
But they can't forgive for them. You have to forgive
for yourself.
This is you. And see, people misconstrue that forgiveness is meaning you have to forgive that person for them. No, you're forgiven for you. You don't have to forget it, but you do have to forgive it.
That's right.
Forgiving is part of the healing. That's when the healing starts. And before my father died, I told him, I forgive you. I told him that. I forgive you. Because I know it's something wrong with you. You're sick. It's something wrong with you.
Unfortunately, somewhere along the line, that's probably what happened to him when he picked it up.
Right. That's right. That's exactly right.
Almost 400 women now. This interview or discussion. Out of those 400 women, 4 have told me that they weren't abused by either their mother allowing the man in the house or their own father, stepfathers, etc.
Well, I know he
It's-
abused
it's
his own
awful.
children, so
99% of 400 women that I've interviewed
Mm-hmm.
were sexually assaulted as child.
and they have to understand that's why I talk so much about it. And that's why I wear it on my shoulder like a badge. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And now it's time for you to grow and become your own person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And stop living in that past. You gotta let it go.
Generational curse.
Yes.
Not only does it hurt the mental, I mean, it hurts the physical. Because most people that are abused, they go on to abuse food, they abuse their own bodies.
Yeah. I was very
They're
promiscuous in the
alcoholics.
beginning.
They're-
As a young girl, I was promiscuous because I thought that was love. Because it happened to me. That's how I got shown love. So that's how I thought it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I got with the wrong men. I got with men that wanted to abuse me and use me. So you know what I'm saying? I had to wake up. Once I had my first child was my awakening for me. You know, that was my awakening because I got somebody that I get to love unconditionally. And do you think I'm going to let that happen to my children? No, I'm not going to do that.
Did you get the ice cream after the abuse?
No, I didn't get the ice cream. I got money.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I understand. I got money. I got flowers. And look, the makeup sex. I got that.
Well, I mean, as a child, normally the daddy.
Oh well, yeah.
Diddles
My
his
dad.
daughter.
I kept money in my pocket. My daddy, every time he did something to me, I would get $100 here, $100 there. He'd take me to the store, buy me toys. You know, that's how it went. You know, that's how it went.
I know.
And he thought it was normal.
I know a man on that note, and in relation to what Karen is saying about gifts and what Arnisha said about gifts, I know a woman, and I won't mention any names, whose ex would cheat repeatedly. He would cheat repeatedly. Like, I'm talking about not one or two times, like 20 times in a 5-year period, and continuously say, I'm sorry. And after every time he would cheat, he would bring her expensive gifts. As if, you know, that was supposed
Somehow
to
that's going to make up for psychological abuse.
He knew. She may not have known it was going on, but he knew it. And every time he bought that gift, she should have been asking, "What's this for?"
That sound like Ike and Tina, because he did that to her every time. He fight and bring her gifts.
Yeah.
Right.
But she woke up. She woke up like I woke up.
Yeah,
swinging at that nigga.
Yeah, her light came on quickly.
Baby.
She took a little bit, but her light came on.
Yeah. And that's awesome. But with the child abuse is the same way though. Them dads, them brothers, them uncles, because whoever it is that abused you was trying to give you something to say, look, I love you. This means I love you. Everything I'm doing to you is because I love you. Because what my father used to tell me is he told me my mother didn't love me. My father started when I was 10. And when I became a teenager, he told me my mother didn't love me because as a teenager, me and my mother fought all the time. So he used that. He said, she doesn't love you. She don't love you like I love you.
Manipulating.
I thought it was real. You know what I'm saying?
He was manipulating your mind.
Absolutely.
That's narcissistic personality.
Yeah, narcissistic behavior.
Absolutely.
Arnisha, I'm going to give us about 20 more minutes in the show tonight. I want to make sure you get everything off your heart, your mind, because I know you're way in Dallas, Texas, and I don't want you hanging up.
Stupid.
I don't want you hanging up this live video and saying that was a great interview, but I forgot to talk about this and that. So this is the point in the interview where I redirect and I say, Arnisha, is there anything we missed about Safe Haven Transition Homes that you want our listening audience and our panel to know tonight?
We basically touched everything. A lot of stuff I can't discuss publicly because of the way we handle Safe Haven Transitional Home.
Be sure to put that number up for her and put it on the website. Share it over to my page as well.
It's on your page right now.
Okay.
This flyer,
send it to me.
All of my pages that you can get to.
This flyer right here has the number 682-390-9239. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was just asking if you share it.
You can also find us on Facebook. We're on TikTok. We're
on Dr. Island.
Twitter.
You're on 25 and Dr. Island. Okay.
Thank you.
Huh?
Go ahead, Arnisha. He was just making sure of some other information. Is there anything else you want our listening audience to know? The mic is yours.
I just want women out there to know that I don't want them to think that there's no safe place for them. I don't want them to think that they have to stay there, because they don't. Even if you just want to talk and get it off your mind, or just to vent anything, call us. I got 4 wonderful women that don't mind talking, don't mind listening, don't mind giving advice. We're here to help. Don't ever think that there's not no help out there for you, because it is.
What about the scenario when a woman leaves and she's like, every time I go, he finds me?
Say it again, Lyric.
Some women, when they leave, a lot of times they don't reach out because they say every time they leave, he finds them.
Contact me.
The way I look at that, we're gonna come across women that's scared to leave.
Yeah.
But you have to make up in your mind, are you really tired of this? Do you really want to do something different? Do you really want to do you really want to live to raise your kids? Some of these women don't even have kids.
Yeah.
But they think that this is love, or this is what's supposed to happen when it comes to a man. When they call, I want them to be sure of what it is they want to do upon calling. Because it's a serious matter at that point. Any woman that decides that they want to call, that means you're taking the first initiative to get out.
Go ahead. Okay. Did you have something else, Larry? No?
She's playing with her phone. I just want to say I love what you're doing. I'm so glad that you're successful. I used to have a nonprofit that was this way. It's also Texas Victim Center Abuse .org way long ago, and I know how much work it takes to make it successful.
Yes.
The fundraising that you're doing, and holding the events and scheduling speakers and everything. You're just doing an excellent job, and I wish you all the best.
I appreciate it.
And Malcolm, make sure I get that flyer. I want to put it on all my.
923. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll make sure everybody gets the flyer. I'm making
And
sure.
we're gonna note this. You come to this event acting a fool if you want to. You ain't gonna leave the same. I promise.
Lyric, be ready. Lyric, stay ready.
Baby, I'm coming strapped. I'm telling y'all now.
Let me ask one question. I know you can't tell where the abuse is. Where the event is. Can you give me an idea of how many people it will hold?
We started off at 50 people, but it has grown within the last 4 days. It has grown tremendously in the last 4 days. Like my inbox, when I wake up in the morning for work, it has gone berserk. My email has gone berserk. So,
so do you?
I think I'm gonna have to find a bigger place.
Okay.
Versus the place that we had at first. We have now at the moment, because it has grown.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's work and find her 1,000 person.
But I'm definitely gonna tell you, because I want you to come and tell your story.
Yeah.
I want the women to see that men do get hurt also.
Yeah.
I don't hate no man, but I have to stand firm for my women.
Women, yeah. Because the women are the weaker side of this whole thing that's going on. And not to say that men aren't weak or men don't need help. It's just that 9 times out of 10, a woman's going to need more help. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I love the fact that there are men out there that have emotion, that's not ashamed to share their emotion.
Right.
But a lot of them think it's not cool.
Yeah, it's that testosterone I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Arnisha,
I'm going to say it's the entire part of the abuse is the lack of testosterone. There's too many people out here that are male, that are grown, but they're not men.
Right, that's right. You said the magic words.
Do not do this.
Right.
Who does this is
because if you bring a man that abuses his woman onto another man, he is not gonna fight that man. He is.
I said that at the beginning. Any man that hit a woman is never gonna fight another man.
Never.
No.
Because when my baby daddy was doing that, my brother stepped up and he was like very submissive. I said, "Come get him. Come get him and take his ass back to Chicago." I was living in Wisconsin. I said, "You're gonna have to come get him. I'm gonna kill him. Come get him."
That's
So
right.
when they came and got him and took him to Wisconsin, I ain't deal with them no more. My kids would go visit. I drop them off with their auntie and come back and get them from auntie because I wasn't fooling with him.
Good for you. You found out some of this stuff.
Good. Arnisha, I have, oops, I lost train of thought listening to Ed and Lyric. It'll come back in a minute. Let me brainstorm. Oh, yes. To men that have been, I know you're team woman, and I love you for that. But I have to, we have some men listening also. I just want to make sure they don't feel alienated here. For men like Ed, who've been abused, who are still being abused, and let's bring it all full circle.
Ed's gonna be my spokesperson for the men.
Okay.
Okay.
He said, "Oh shit." Okay.
Ed's definitely because he is able to show men that they can be vulnerable. They can share their emotions. It's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't make you less than a man.
Exactly.
So let's find her a place where we can hold this event to 1,000 people.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
My question though is, what is your advice? What is your advice for men who are currently being abused? Do they just leave? Do they walk away? Do they call you? Do they call the police? Do they just bottle up in a ball and just say, continue to hit me and I'm gonna take whatever you got? What do they do?
I don't think no man should take anything from a woman, just like a woman shouldn't take nothing from a man. But if any man is in that situation, call us.
And you know what? I've seen
We don't discriminate, but I mean,
women
teamwork.
will holler abuse, but they're the one that start the abuse.
Yeah.
I've seen it in my own children because I have sons. I have 5 sons, and I done seen a female punch my son. Let me tell you,
that's this generation though, Lyric. This generation here is a whole total different breed. These little girls squeeze these boys left and right. So yes, we kind of do have to target those children and let them know you don't put your hands on no man because you don't want no man to put their hands on you.
We escalate. We had to sit down and we got the situation under control. The girl picked up a lamp, hit him in the head with the lamp.
Oh no.
My son jumped out that window and beat that girl's ass.
No ma'am.
He should have just left.
It's this generation though. I don't know. It was something in the water. I think we drunk something when we were pregnant or something. It's just these kids.
It's something in the water.
Yeah.
Well, there is. I mean, our water is full of estrogen.
And some other stuff, Ed. It's got to be some other stuff in there too, because these kids are ridiculous. Like they're out of control.
And she called the police, and the police was like, she hit him in the head with a lamp. What you think he was gonna do?
No, he should not have never touched her. He should have left.
Man, you know what? If he had to drag her, I was gonna drag her. So it was.
Well, that'd be okay if you do it because you. But
that does not make it right, Lyric.
Girl, it doesn't matter.
It don't.
First.
It don't. I was just being real
They will put us on
funny with that because I had to tell him that. I said it don't matter. I said what you should have did is let her go.
Yeah.
You left. You should have just let her go.
And I'm talking about let her go all the way. Cut the cord, cut communication, cut everything.
Call the police. If she put your hands on you, call the police. Don't touch.
But a male's not
Call
going
the
to do that.
police.
A male's not gonna
Mine will.
For the most part, a male is not going to call the police.
Look, once they dealt with the police enough, they know. Don't say nothing to it. Don't put your hands on it. Just call the police.
That's right.
No, just fucking leave.
And then all the time the police don't do nothing.
Go home. Now we go somewhere else.
No, and you know what? I have to say this.
And that's what.
But no. But what I have to say this. In that situation, when that happened, now she had a record on her. And they told her, call us again, we're going to arrest you. So, because they knew her MO now.
Right.
And then when he tries to hit back, you call the police. So what I told him is you can't put your hands on her. Call the police. So my kids call the police.
They call the police.
Call the police. Don't put your hands on her. Call the police.
We have a comment here from Missa.
Can we read it?
Safe Haven Transitional Home Stages to Healing from Domestic Abuse. Despair, Education, Awakening, Boundaries, Restoration, and Maintenance. Steps for Healing. Safety first. Stabilizing environment. Unconditional support. Settle incidents. Set standards. Stitch wounds. Share experiences. This team is ready, and she put the bicep up and said,
Thank you, Misa.
That is
what that's another part of my team.
Yeah.
And you know, it's incredible what you guys are doing. I believe your team is ready. We're here for you. You already have Lisa on your team. Y'all teamed up before I even knew anything about it.
We did.
It's understandable because you know she experienced that and Missy, I'm murdering her name all night, but she said you're welcome. She said you're welcome for the comment, and you know Lisa experienced it. I didn't, you know, so I understand, you know, that you women have outlets that men don't. I understand that totally. So, yeah. But I'm here for y'all. Whatever we can do for you, we're here. Mr. Youngblood said he's got you too. Lyric says she'll pull up on the motorcycle.
Absolutely. I'm riding
on
that. Hey, I'm coming up on that 1400, y'all. I'll be on that Kawasaki.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm gonna enlarge this one more time. An event, a brunch, a Safe Haven Transitional Home Brunch is coming up on October 4th. I have the wrong flyer up for that information. October 4th. They're having a brunch. The location will be announced at a later date. This is the flyer, the correct flyer right here.
Yeah. I'm going to put it on the site for all the female riders too.
Okay, tickets are $10. Lyric is going to put the information on her motorcycle
site.
I always want to say
just
motorcycle site. And she's going to put it up on there. She's got several ladies that ride with her. Tickets are $10. It's going to be October 4th. Time will be 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. She'll have special guests speaking. It's a domestic, it's a Safe Haven Transitional Home, safe place for women, 4th annual domestic abuse brunch. Everybody's invited. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. That's why I'm stuttering. But everybody, correct me if I'm wrong. Everybody's invited. It's $10 a ticket on Eventbrite. If you have experiences with domestic violence, speak up and message them. If you are in a situation right now where you're being domestically abused by your loved one, they have a hotline that you can call.
Not love, y'all.
That's not love at all. It's not love if they're coming home and beating on you and beating on the kids, you know, just because that ain't love. If they're threatening to kill you, if you leave them, that ain't love, y'all. But this is Safe Haven Transitional Home. We're interviewing tonight. This is a safe place for women. It's a crisis and business hotline at 682-390-9239. Let me repeat that. It's a crisis and business hotline at 682-390-9239. The business hours are from 9 p.m. to 5 p.m. and they take calls, messages 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Y'all give them a call if you're having problems, you're having issues with your man, with your woman. They even say, man, call them if you're having problems. They're a team woman, but they are also team anti-abuse. So give them a call. Give them a call and see if they can resolve these problems for you. Let me get back to the comments right quick.
And I'm going to tell y'all, the men out there that think y'all slick, start calling that hotline trying to find out one, because we ain't going to tell you shit.
Oh, it definitely can't happen.
Kathy R. Lee says, I am one of the guest speakers for the October 4th, 2023 event. At first, I was nervous, but when I posted it on FB, women were inboxing me, thanking me for posting it because they felt alone. And today, I'm proud to have posted it. Kathy R. Lee. Hey, check this out.
Thank you, Kathy.
Check this out, Kathy. I got something for you. We got a new toy, and I want to show it off.
I didn't think it fit after this, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for it.
Oh, it embarrassed me. It's supposed to play live. It's not playing live. If we have a new chord, it claps. You know that
Okay, the applause.
and it didn't do
Make it
it.
again, see if it'll do it. Come on, applause.
I don't know what's hooked up wrong, but we just
Maybe your volume's down.
we just got it in, and
Your volume may be down.
no, it's fine. I don't. Everything is fine. I'll have to get my tech guy in here. He's right outside. And anyway, I was gonna clap for you, Kathy Arlee.
I'm clapping for you, Kat. I got you, baby.
Hell yeah. Miss Hollins. Miss Hollins says, "So proud of you, Kathy Arlee. This is a big step. We got
Yes, it is. It really is.
And you know what I have to say too is African American women get abused and it's swept under the rug like we're not important. We're very important. So for women out here that are listening, African American, it doesn't matter what nationality you are, but I'm just telling you, everybody matters. Everybody.
Yeah. And don't be embarrassed and don't be ashamed.
Please don't be embarrassed and don't be ashamed.
Because there's somebody out there going through far more worse than what you're going through.
Man.
Thank y'all for tuning in tonight, y'all. It's getting kind of late. I gotta get
an
up.
extra hour.
I gotta get up kind of.
Man, my phone done died on me.
Yeah, we've been on an extra whole hour.
And I'm high.
We're supposed to go off
Drunk.
air.
Drunk, I the same thing.
We're supposed to go off air at 10 o'clock. We get a whole extra hour tonight, y'all, because it's very important to talk about these issues in our community. These issues do exist. They exist sometimes in your own family, within your own circles of friends and your friends and people.
But sometimes your friends and your family.
Everybody listening.
But let me tell you, sometimes your friends and your family will tell you, shut up and don't talk about it.
Shut up and don't talk about it. What happens in this house?
Stays
like they told us as kids.
For sure.
Like they told us as kids.
Because when we were kids, we couldn't talk about the abuse that was going on with us because it was considered taboo.
Right.
No. Like, look, what was that one movie they watched with Medea? She told her, well, what are you doing and he beating on you? Girl, bye.
Right.
Bye. Don't nobody in this world deserves somebody put their hands on you, period.
Nobody. It's nothing you can do that bad for a person to put their hands on you.
Period.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell them niggas now. I ain't got no man right now, but if you coming to me, you better not come with that, because I promise you're not gonna leave the same.
Baby, lyrics, stay ready. Like she stay.
I'm not even playing with it. My husband died in 2020. I ain't got no man right now, and that's for that reason. I refuse to take anything. If it ain't for me, don't bring it. If it ain't for me, don't bring it. Like for real.
Got about 3 minutes left, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight to the After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa show. It's been very enlightening. It's been very entertaining. Thank you, Ed Youngblood, for sponsoring the show tonight with your delicious daiquiris.
Man, and I'm so fucking.
Thank you for having me.
Look, I got this thing. I'm toe up.
I'm gonna
toe up. I'm gonna toe up myself. I ain't gonna lie.
The best daiquiris in Houston. Happy Vibes Daiquiri, 2833 Spears Road. Every Saturday we do crawfish. We have Noonie treats out there, sweet treats doing the damn thing. Y'all gotta come holler at us. Everybody, come on and support your small businesses. We got other businesses that will be popping up out there. Come and support. Come and support. We can't grow unless y'all come support us.
That's right. That's right.
I just love her.
That's right, y'all. I'm gonna try to put. I took it off.
Don't be taking shit off. What you do?
I have to because the program won't let me. It'll only let me have a certain amount of banners on there at one time.
Yeah.
We're gonna give out some more of these bondage bands.
We got a little buzzer.
But I'm gonna hold on to them, so we'll be back here. When we come back, I'm gonna give out some more.
We'll do next week.
We'll give out some more. Plus, I'm
It
gonna try to
doesn't
do a
fit
live.
tonight.
I'm gonna try to do a live with Happy Vibes Daiquiri on Thursday.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we're gonna try to do a live on Thursday.
Okay, good. I got a bunch of new jewelry until we
Yeah. Oh, he's got some nice jewelry, y'all.
Oh, he's got a new bag.
Real nice.
Y'all check this out. I found it. I'm gonna put this up to end the show.
Okay.
It's the I got too many
He
banners.
said,
I have too many banners.
Too many banners.
Take one down and put it up if it's important.
Y'all check it out. It's Happy Vibes Bakery, like Lyric already said. It's located at 2833 Spears Road.
And I love Malcolm because Malcolm and Lisa come out and support me every Saturday. I love y'all. Like, for real.
Yeah, no problem. You know, this is what we do. We do this because we have a why. Our why is when we started, we had no support. So we decided to be the support. So that is why we're here at After Dark and Malcolm and Lisa. That's why we have our own radio station.
And share. Because you know what? Real Talk 100 is the shit. I'm telling you. Share it to everybody. We want to blow this station up. We want this thing to be on the map. You know what I'm saying? International, all over. National, all over. Like, for real.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Lyric. Thank you for the love. In closing, we have been with Miss Arnisha for the last, I don't know, hour or more.
Yes.
She is with Safe Haven Transitional Home. It's all about women getting out of these abusive situations and getting into a safe haven. Hey, like I said earlier, and like some of the listening audience said earlier, if you're in a situation and you feel like you can't get out of it, they'll pull up on you, is what they told me. They'll pull up on you and get you up out of that situation. So if that's you, the information is on the screen right now. If you're being domestically abused, there's a safe place for you. It's called the Safe Haven Transitional Home. You can find it on Facebook and Instagram. Give them a call when you're done or you're wanting out of the situation by calling 682-390-9239. That's 682-390-9239. Now, Arnisha, in closing, what if they say, I don't want to call? They can text. They can text also, okay.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're in a position where you can't talk, you can text.
Yes. I was going to say that. Even if you just need to talk to somebody. Sometimes talking is your first step. Talk to somebody.
Yes.
You gotta start somewhere. Talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And talk to somebody. And Ed had something to say as I put his menu on the screen. Ed, go ahead.
I'm going to tell her once again, I have a spare bedroom and private bath. If she has someone that needs a place in,
I'm looking to get me another house too, or some kind of safe haven out here. We gotta help each other. You know what I'm saying? How they say, I am my sister's keeper, for sure.
Absolutely.
I am my sister's keeper.
Mr. Ed, I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow.
Okay, I love
so
it.
we can talk more about what's going on.
Yeah, and I want this to be clear. When I say I have an extra bedroom, it's not to create another abusive situation, because obviously you know all the people around me. And I'm not going to touch a lady that if you do happen to bring one in.
Because I drag Ed too. He ain't
I'm not that. You drag me? Is that what it was?
I drag Ed too. He messes with somebody, we gonna get dragged too.
No, well, I lose my.
I've been knowing him for 10 years. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, no, it's not that. It's literally, she will not be touched or anything. Here's a room, a place to decompress. Here she goes back.
Yeah, what we need to do is find a place that's a safe house so you can get something permanent. Yeah, and you know what I'm gonna do? You've been motivating me, like for real, because I've always been interested in this, because when I was a little girl, we had a house called the Mayflower. Mayflower took in all kinds of little girls that were being abused. So I've always wanted, my thing is helping is in my blood. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? So it's in my blood. So
it's not on you, it's in you.
First. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Am I right?
It's not a curse. I mean, I consider it a blessing. If I can bless somebody and help somebody, it's a blessing. My thing is,
absolutely.
And see, like with my testimony, that's why I say I don't feel like my thing is everything that's happened to me for a reason.
Yeah,
I'm in the place I am because of what happened to me.
And you can help somebody else.
Now I know how to treat people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here.
So you now know how to treat people.
Yeah. So y'all inbox me if you need me. Shit, inbox me. I got you. Like for real.
I appreciate you, Lyric.
I get on the philosophical side of it sometimes. Like,
Thank you again, Ed. Thank you again, Lyric. Arnisha, you got everything out, I hope.
I did. I really did.
Okay. All right.
I love it.
And I appreciate you and Lisa for allowing me to come here and just let everybody know what's going on with Safe Haven.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
really appreciate.
That's what we do here, and we'll be here for you October 4th, just like we are now, with our boots on and Lyric will be on the motorcycle.
it says brunch. But
Yes, it's a brunch.
It says 4 to 8. It's not brunch. Which one is it?
It's brunch, Mr. Ed.
Quit being so goddamn technical.
I just want to know because
We call it 4 to 8 to brunch, goddamn it.
If it's a real brunch, if we do something like 11 to 3, where you get a venue for half the price. And we get
Mr. Ed, you bring the daiquiris because we're gonna need them.
Okay. All right, we'll go for it.
Everybody gonna feel good after this.
I swear to God.
I can't wait.
I done drank 2 of these, so you know I'm ready to go home and go to sleep.
Oh, you ready to go out and go party?
Arnisha, we're going to mess around.
I gotta work in the morning.
We're going to mess around and bring the whole machine, Arnisha.
Man.
Bring it. Come on.
Man, we need to take a daiquiri machine there, like for real.
I'm after some of these stories, we're gonna need it.
We're gonna need that drink, like
That's
for real.
the new one that I bring.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. We need to bring a machine, like for real.
Here's the information one more time, y'all. Y'all show up. If you're in a domestic abuse situation, you're a survivor, you're going through it right now, this event is for you. This event is for you. It's a Safe Haven transitional home. Safe Haven transitional home. Safe place for women. It's the 4th annual domestic abuse brunch. It's going down October 4th, 2023 from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Tickets are $10 on Eventbrite right now. If we're talking to you tonight, this event is for you, Houston and surrounding areas.
I'm sending a shout out to Sin City. Sin City ladies. I know I don't ride no more with y'all, but I got mad love for y'all. So Sin City, why don't y'all step up and help sponsor with this? You know, we always talk about want to do something. Sin City, step up, like for real.
Step up. It's what Lyric said to Sin City. With that note, y'all, we're out of here for the night. This has been the After Dark with Malcolm and Alicia show on Real Talk 100 Radio. We've been with Safe Haven Transitional Home, safe place for women, 4th annual domestic abuse brunch. This has been all about them for the last hour or more. We got to get out of here. We got a business.
Yeah, I got to go to bed.
Yeah, we're gone.
We got to get up in the morning. But it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I got to go to my next one.
This is the founder. This is the founder of Safe Haven Transitional Home, Miss Arnisha, right here on the screen. Y'all go and give her a follow on Instagram and Facebook at Safe Haven Transitional Home. And please, if you're watching the replay, please tag women who are being abused right now, women who have survived abusive relationships. Tag them in the comments so they can hear all of this great information that she has tonight on our show. Every week, we highlight and create awareness about small business owners such as Arnisha. And if you would like to be sitting on the screen with Arnisha or in the studio with us, all you have to do is text interview to 936-333-1969. That's text interview to 936-333-1969, and we'll create awareness about you as well. Thank you again, Arnisha. We love y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Malcolm. Thank you, Miss Lisa. It was nice meeting you, Miss Lyric and Mr. Ed.
Same to you.
Thank you.
Same to you.
Hey, Arnisha, she all talk though. I'm just telling you.
Anyway, come for me, goddamn it.
I'm just playing. She straight up.
She bought that life.
Yeah, she ain't. We ain't never had that kind of problem, but I didn't see her in action. I'd be like, man, I'm glad I ain't with her.
and all y'all out there that think I'm weak, keep playing with me. Like,
Oh Lord.
Keep playing
You
with
gotta
me.
remember, I'm not with her, but
Like the last 8-9 years. You know what I'm saying? Almost 10 years.
it's only 5, but yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go out tonight. We're gonna go out tonight with some more music. We thank everybody for tuning in. Share the video. I don't care if you watch it tonight, which is 5/15/2023. I don't care if you watch it next week sometime. I don't care if you watch it in 2024. Share the video because domestic violence is for real. Domestic abuse is for real. Thank y'all.
Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
I just got a friend request from SAFEHAVEN Transitional. Is this you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We'll
chat tomorrow.
That is their logo. Y'all give them a follow on Instagram and Facebook. Safe Haven Transitional Home. I'm gonna put Happy Vibes Daiquiris menu up there right
October 4th, we're gonna be getting drinks on, y'all.
Yeah.
We getting them drinks on. If I gotta go get about 4-5 gallons, my goddamn self, we gonna be getting some drinks on.
Y'all check it
I
out.
see a lot of them that I'll drink.
They got a WAP. They got a WAP, a confession of.
Are you gonna call it a
Booed
WAP or
up,
are you gonna
that
say what
hooded.
it is? This is after dark.
Oh, yeah, it is after dark. So a WAP is technically called a wet ass pussy, y'all. They got it. They got it, y'all.
We got it.
We also have Throw Babe for the Wild Girl.
Throw baby.
Throat baby is they got it going on, man. I'm telling you, the drinks are off the hook. Y'all check them out at 283.
Y'all see
I'm
this
definitely gonna try them.
2833 Spears Road in Houston, Texas. Y'all check them out if you're ever in Houston. If you are in Houston already and you're on the north side, there's no reason not to stop by and call my bluff. And I'm telling you, you're going to call me and say, Malcolm, you were right. Every drink I've tasted is off the hook. But this is the end of our show tonight on After Dark with Malcolm and Lisa. I thank Lyric for being our co-host. I thank Mr. Ed for sponsoring the show. Kathy Lee is laughing her ass off at us. We're going to go out tonight with some more music. Some more music by who am I going to choose? I'm not sure.
Play that fucking
Sky. I want to hear
music,
some
like,
Sky. I want to hear Sky.
You want to hear Sky?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear Sky.
Sky.
That's my girl.
Sky or Sky?
Sky.
I don't have Sky loaded right now.
One
Unfortunately, I would have to search
of the
for it.
artists.
So if you talk for about 30 seconds, I can find Sky.
All right, I got you.
Right now, I don't have her loaded.
This is Lyric with Nunu Radio and Lyric with Color Green, y'all. And Happy Vibes Daiquiri. Y'all come out and holler at us. I'm there every Saturday, but y'all can come out every day of the week, 7 days a week. We have daiquiris for you, baby. And we got the best daiquiris here in Houston. I'm telling you, if you've never had a Happy Vibes daiquiri, we ain't had no real daiquiri yet. Come and get your drink on, baby.
I'm definitely.
8 a.m.
8 o'clock in the
8 o'clock in the morning.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I ain't fucking with it. I won't have no job. Look, I won't have no job. And I ain't even playing with that. On Sundays, people get out of church, but they think they Sunday best pulling up to the window.
No doubt.
For real.
We're
Getting
gonna
they
catch
Sunday
people
best
before
pulling
they
up to
go
the
to work.
window, getting that drink on. For real, for real. That's
We
how
got
real
some
Happy
stuff
Vibes
coming up.
Daiquiri is, y'all. Like, for real, for real.
Y'all forgive me. It's taking me a long time. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it.
Well, just
because
play some. Go
this
ahead, baby.
This is a brand new computer, and I
Just
don't
play
have
something.
everything
Play
loaded
something.
yet.
It's okay.
So good night,
Just beat us in the middle, like Saya Chandeliers.
good night, everybody. I don't have that loaded either.
Oh, well.
Good night,
That's our local artist.
good
Find
night,
something.
good night, everybody. From the
Good night.
Malcolm and Lisa show, we're gonna go out with Vibin'.
That's my menu. Thank you.
Okay, vibing works for me.
Vibin' by
Ivan.
Tubby the Kid, y'all. Tubby the Kid.
Come on, Tubby.
From Huntsville, Texas. Right now, he lives in Conroe. This is Vibin' by Tubby the Kid. Y'all follow him on Instagram and Facebook. Good night, everybody. But y'all keep it locked for Real Talk 100 Radio the rest of the night. We got a lot
Thank you
of
all.
soul, southern soul music, and a lot of independent music artists. You might hear your friend, your homeboy, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your this, that. You might hear somebody rapping or singing on our station tonight. Good night, y'all. This is Vibin' by Tubby the Kid.
Just wanna vibe. Let that rhythm take over inside. If you don't feel like it's gonna make you move, step aside, let me direct this groove. We just wanna vibe. Let that rhythm take over inside. If you don't feel like it's gonna make you move, step aside, let me direct this groove. We just wanna vibe. Let that rhythm take over inside. If you don't feel like it's gonna make you move, step aside, let me direct this groove.
Everybody, good night.
All right.
Good night.
Oh, I know we're done.
From After Dark with Malcolm Lynch's show. Good night from Happy Vibes Daiquiri, and good night from Lyric. Y'all.
Good night, baby.
Good night.
Good night, all.
I'm glad. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Watch the replay. Put hashtag replay if you were watching us, and share the video all over the world. We want everybody to know who we are, who Lyric is, who Happy Vibes Daiquiri is, and most importantly, who our guests are. Safe Haven Transitional Homes and MYSSAGE is.
MYSSAGE is the shit, y'all.
Did you get a massage?
Nah.
We're out of here.
Next time.
He
Good
said
night,
I'm gonna
y'all.
get one though.
Thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes and the shares and the follows. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Thank you.